grip. Hit her with the hammer time, too legit to quit. Keep bouncing, girl, keep bouncing. Keep bouncing, girl, keep bouncing. Keep bouncing, girl, keep bouncing. Keep bouncing, keep bouncing. Jump, 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 jump. The Mac Daddy make it hard. Jump, 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 jump. The Mac Daddy make it hard. 88 bunny, 88 bunny. 88 bunny, 88 bunny. 88 bunny, 88 bunny. I make a bounce on you.
Podcast. 40 years old, bro.
It's like 40 years old.
I'm sitting here watching this shit like no way. First of all of the women were bad.
Super bad.
Like, beautiful, my nigga. Like
Prime Miami, nigga.
Bro, prime fucking Miami,
Prime
bro.
Miami.
Bro, do you know how long it took me a year
To do.
of watching Django to realize that was Crockett. When he said, you know how you treat them niggas over there?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. He said, yes, Big Daddy. Well, he said, like the white folks? No.
He said,
You know the redneck niggas over there?
You didn't know that was Crockett?
That's how you treat them. He basically said, you treat this free black man like a lower class white man.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a dope ass scene. I said, wait a motherfucking minute, I know who that is.
It's so funny when black people be like, I don't like Django. I'm like,
What?
why?
Really?
What? If out of all the slave movies, they made a superhero version one, like if
You know that the name of that movie wasn't nothing like that. It was a white man, same storyline, had to go with his wife.
Oh yeah,
was
the
in-
original
Nah,
Django.
This
slavery.
is a remake of the first Django.
No, the original Django wasn't like
He was French.
It wasn't even a black guy.
He's a French.
Really?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino did that shit.
Yeah.
Really?
That's why
Yeah.
that Spike Lee funny, like, yo, Spike, he made it black on purpose.
That's crazy.
But Spike Lee always doing his Spike Lee shit.
The
I love
wild shit
Spike
is
Lee.
I had the opportunity, like, I mean, I'm not proud of saying this, but I had an app where I have access to movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the first Django. I'm always doing shit. And I got 3 little kids at home, so I can't like sit down and watch it. Like when I watch shit now, I watch it in pieces.
Right.
Like I'll watch like 30 minutes and pause it, and then come back a week later and watch it again. Like
really watch it. The original Django, what they call a popcorn western.
Yeah.
My uncles used to watch them shits.
what's the all right now?
A
Define
popcorn western is like
Last time I was here, I said to bro, I was like, I share an unpopular opinion about Section 8. I said anybody that has been on Section 8 for like 10 plus years, right? Which we know there's some black people who have been on Section 8 for 10 plus years,
These
closer
are
to
facts.
20 years.
These are
And
facts.
you ain't got shit to show for it but a used BMW or a used Benz or something. My nigga, something ain't right.
And that right there is just hustling backwards.
Something ain't right,
You
dog.
must
You ain't
buy
got no
100.
bread tucked away under the mattress
Not
nowhere. Just like the other skit where he like, 1 for you, 2 for me, 3 for you, 4 for me. He's like, yo, what the fuck is you doing right now, bro?
just sit up on mom's table, man. Glass tables, man.
Wait, this nigga giving me 2 mics?
Yeah, one for the live and one for the what's it?
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Double mic'd up.
Double mic'd up.
Double mic. So why he got two? I only got one mic.
Oh,
Because-
see, you already created.
One mic is going on here.
You already created conflict.
You're drinking
He's,
Crucial Conflict, son.
he was here. He was originally one of my first co-hosts too.
Word.
Yeah. If you see the earlier
Yeah, I
episodes,
don't want to hear that rockabye baby shit, man. That's really good. Why I ain't got one mic?
all right, calm down, Ghost. Relax.
One mic. You know I'm on Supreme Clientele too, man.
I need to have 2 mics.
One mic, man.
One mic.
You listen to that Supreme Clientele too?
I like it.
I didn't listen to it yet, bro.
I like it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
I like it.
So I'm gonna listen to him. I'm gonna listen to him and Ray Project, but I want to remember the beloveds in the space that I remember them in. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that they can't still perform, but that's like right now us. Yeah, we want to see Jordan come back right now and just play one game.
You want that
Right.
in front of you because that's going to be shown. The seat. You can put that to the side if anything. Yeah.
Like ideally, we would
You
love
can
to
put
see
that to the side. Since no one's sitting there, you can put that to the side. You feel me?
we would love to see one of the greats ball one more time. But realistically,
All right.
how much of a performance they gonna put up?
Oh, bright color jump.
Oh yeah, nah, I'm fired.
Yeah,
Like how good of a performance are they gonna put up? You know what I'm saying? After all this time,
It's their last tour together.
exactly.
Together. So, and I'm not. I say all praise due to Wu-Tang, my favorite group of all time. But you know, everybody don't make the same amount of money. Obviously, right?
It's funny that you say that. So I was paying attention to their tour and paying attention to ticket prices and trying to do the math on how like they broke all of that breakdown between them and like how it was like lucrative for them to be
double mic'd up, son.
Double mic'd
For
up,
right
so,
now. For right now. I'm double mic'd up, nigga. 2 pairs of Jordans.
like I was thinking about that.
You got
That
right here so they don't get.
Yeah, I don't want this to smell like weed.
I was thinking about that money breakdown, right? And how much as an artist they was getting paid versus how the customers or the fans were even complaining about ticket prices. And they weren't even like astronomical. For you to see all of the Wu-Tang members with the exception of ODB and you paid less than $300 per ticket, you kind of made out, bro.
Hell
like
yeah,
for a
you did.
2-hour show. Like
Where the fuck that lighter go?
right.
That other light over there. God damn it.
He was like, fuck that. I ain't injecting shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like, it sound good, but I'm gonna pretend like I ain't hear you.
Is the camera on?
I believe so. I just pretend.
I think
like
we
it
on.
is.
Yeah, man. One of
it's
my
live.
good brothers in trial and tribulation, my brother Magnetic dropped to me years
This nigga
ago.
live right now.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't up here.
Yeah, type shit.
Talking
Word.
filthy about shit, boy.
Oh,
Type shit.
I didn't know you was live, beloved.
what happened?
I didn't know you was live.
Yeah, mine. Why?
Nah, but so anyway, back to what I'm saying. No, because we was talking about, we was talking about the Wu-Tang shit, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
So listen,
Oh, you checked yourself.
nah, hell no. Because nigga, I stand on what the fuck I say. Like,
No, you checked the live.
I just so happened to go to IG because I got a notification and I was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
So I ain't listened to Ghost or Ray shit yet.
I've been listening to them too. I only heard a couple songs.
But to be fair, I'm still one of them niggas that's still on the purple tape. I'm still listening to the first Supreme Clientele and Iron Man and shit like that, bro. I'm a if it ain't broke, don't fix it ass nigga, bro.
Nothing about Purple Tape too, because it was a solid album.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That doesn't mean it's not.
Right.
Because people don't talk about it. It's just not Purple Tape 1.
That's right.
They don't bring it. Yeah, because
You know what I'm saying?
You can't reproduce a classic.
Facts.
All
facts.
You can't reproduce a classic.
Let me tell you something. My personal opinion is that Beloved, both of them, Ghost and Ray, despite what they were going through in their lives at that time, set the bar so high for themselves that the fans expected them to be able to hit that mark again.
Well, out of all of them, Ghost has come the closest to at least keeping that banner up.
That's right.
Out of all of the Wu. Like, consistently.
Nah, we can't do that because all of them there with their respective rights.
Consistently for a time frame, Ghost was the one. For a time frame.
I mean,
do you agree that Ghost kept the banner up for Wu when Wu was kind of like here and there with it?
I mean, you can't take
Hold on, ask that question again. What you said?
Do you agree that Ghost kept the banner of Wu alive when Wu was on some shaky ground shit from the late 90s, mid 2000s, probably up to the 2010s, and then he kind of disappeared here and there?
I think they all played well. Let me say that.
Meth took a step back from always being out there for a minute.
Right, but I think they all piggybacked off of like that momentum where one left off, the other one picked up.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the Abbott, RZA,
yeah,
went
in direction. He went to direct the movie.
Zigzag,
the moment that he was able to, like, Sun Rocket Ship took off and went that way, and then went that way, and then went that way. You know what I'm saying? It never went straight up, but he ended.
He zig exactly, zig, little son.
So, I said all of that to say this. I hate being in the space where I want to remember like the artists that I go see in like that light that I love them so much, bro. Like,
I'm gonna get me a cup of this wine.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think that the people that even listen to music the way most people listen to music aren't checking for the Wu or even appreciate what the Wu has done for the music industry. You know what I'm saying? So like, wow, tomorrow the Wu can announce a new album and that shit could be the flyest shit on the shelves. Like I'm talking about, it's better than Clip's recent shit. It's better than Tyler recent project. It's better than GNX. It's better than all of these shits. Because the Wu has been etched in like that time period, these young niggas ain't gonna connect to that. They not. They want to hear something different. And I'm not mad at them.
But all the people that you just mentioned doing the shit something different that they want, they're not. They're not doing that.
They shouldn't have to though.
But these are what you would consider the newer echelons of artists, even though they've been in the game for 10 years, maybe 20 years, maybe 12, 13 years, right? But they're considered where Wu was at in the early 90s, they're in that atmosphere in the early 90s, right?
Right.
So at some point, you're not gonna stay on that platform all the time.
That's fair.
Even someone like Hove is not always on that platform all the time. It's just they put him in that position where nothing really could, like, he's still gonna be Hove type shit. Like,
nah, if Hove put out if Hove,
he has put out shit and niggas will always give him an excuse.
Like what?
I'm sorry. They do.
I'm asking.
I'm asking. Jay-Z.
Can I get my lighter, please, bro?
Right.
Hold up, man. We about to start for real. Because I'm like, let's go to the bathroom right quick. I know you. You gonna talk.
Bro, I'm just saying, my nigga.
Y'all are perfect too. What? Last time I had you down here with some insightful motherfuckers. I always have you down with.
Yes, you do. You always match up the matchups. With the right matchups.
They're screaming Illuminati. Shit. Believe this much skill is in the human body. He's 6'2". How the fuck you fit in the new Bugatti? Oh, fuck it, you got me.
I was just telling him, it's just different people who come off who have good transitions of life. Like Jay-Z had a great transition from drug dealer to prophet. Jeezy, for me, not so much. Am I happy with Jeezy's transition? Yes. Am I happy with the things he have acquired financially? I'm happy for him because I fucked with Jeezy. Am I happy that he has survived his trap trauma? Right? Think about it. He's really survived his trap trauma. Ooh. Do I like Jeezy? Oh. You know, we talked about this before. Yeah. Do I like the actual music? Hell fuck no. I need the snowman selling crack in the trap, auntie busting down Brillo pads, getting the little glass jars on the counter at the liquor store with the rolls in it. I need that out of Jeezy. That's just me, how I receive it.
So, it's funny that you say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Just yesterday, I was listening to All There. Rest in
All
peace.
that?
All There. Rest in peace, Bankroll Fresh.
All there.
Exactly.
It's all there. All there. Yeah.
As a 42-year-old man that
you say lighter real quick.
That has like effectively survived the drug wars.
Yes, sir.
I like to look at myself as like a fake miracle, so to speak, because statistically speaking, I wasn't supposed to make it out where I came from. Like the jail was supposed to have me, or the grave was supposed to have me, or the gangs was supposed to have me, or I was supposed to be entrapped in a life of like multiple children with multiple different women, basically in financial destitute.
Some kind of stereotype that oppresses us.
Basically in a fucking cycle that's going to keep me from fucking involving. So listening to All There the other day, and I'm in the car bopping to the shit and all of that shit, bro. Bro.
Get your drop, bro.
Mic check 1 2.
Is it all
based on us?
Right.
About how our insecurities are rooted in our braggadociousness, how we hide our inefficiencies in trying to amount for that with our like collection of women. When you like, I gotta find it in my phone, but like, bro, when they showed like the formula to making a rap song where it starts like bragging about yourself, women, drugs, how many cars you got,
goddamn,
like I just was like, hold the
goddamn chat EBT.
We'll talk about that.
No, chat EBT.
We'll talk about
right, because what you talking about is chat.
We'll
EBT.
talk about AI in a moment, but
not this chat GPT.
I find myself fucked up, bro. Like my bro said, yo, you been quiet. It's because I've been literally going through spiritual warfare, bro. Like shit that I watch, shit that I listen to, shit that I eat. I'm like now noticing fucking with me. I'm on a journey now with stop watching porn. I haven't watched porn now. It's been about a month.
That's good.
I'm gonna approach that what you just said with an anti-pause.
Okay.
And I say
what's the anti-pause?
I just made.
I never heard that shit in my life. What's that?
But why was it a? I didn't even think that was
on the Ghostface album. He has the skit.
I know we was over
on the pause. How people go too far.
Yeah.
Youngins.
Yeah.
Right there, a youngin was on pause.
I'm gonna be real with you.
This man just said, "I'm falling back on porn." A youngin would have said, "Oh, pause."
Look, I'm gonna be real with you too. That shit right there. Niggas is struggling with their sexuality.
Yes.
And niggas will never, ever, ever, ever talk about that shit, bro. And it's not because niggas is secretly gay.
It went further than Cameron joke. The Cameron and Dame Dash was a joke about how industry motherfuckers is on their gay shit. It evolved.
Yeah, because pause was
to the point, like you just said, motherfuckers is having a problem with their sexuality.
First, it was when we was in high school. Niggas I was rolling with would just say that's gay. Then it became no homo. Then pause became
no homo evolved from.
Yeah, but pause meant something else. I think.
No, pause evolved from no homo. Because motherfuckers was getting. Remember, Cam and Dame Dash started that shit.
Yeah, no, it was really Dame.
They was getting backlash from the true motherfuckers who are homo. They get backlash from that shit. So they became pause.
I mean, so let's look at this from a different perspective.
I'm just here, folks. Hi.
What up,
I love this game.
Just
because I just sit down with a
different perspective. Let's say it is homo, right? Gay or the LGBTQ community is literally responsible for the propellant of hip hop being a thing. I'm gonna let you eat. I'm gonna let you chew on that for a second. Did you?
I was waiting. Yo, what is
my nigga?
Come on, you know
that's funny.
You can't.
But
okay, wait. You're saying
you seen the Get Down?
Yes. I've seen the Get Down.
Okay,
but the Get Down is not, we can't say that for it being based 100%.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
it was a show about.
You ever heard? We was just talking about like old New York and old cities and shit like that. Alphabet City at one point. Alphabet City now will give it to you, boy, in New York City.
You talking about
Alphabet City downtown, bro? Will give it to you. The Lower East Side, all of the village, all of the areas where the gay community.
Hold on, because you said give it to me twice. Hold on, I'm not following. I'm playing with you.
I mean,
no Diddy. I didn't mean
to.
I like No Diddy. You know why? Because I have listen. If we're gonna continue this pause shit, at least No Diddy, because of his allegations and the shit that he's done and his reputation and the fact that I just don't like his son. I don't know why. Because I just think it's like a doppelganger effect.
He did something to you?
No. I just don't like. I just don't
like that.
So you just don't like.
That boy ain't do nothing to you.
I know, not like that, but I just.
As a hip hop parent, I think Diddy's son would have looked just like him. I think he's cool.
That's his real son, I think.
Yeah, that's his real son.
Christian doing what a son's supposed to do.
Be like his father.
He's supposed to ride out for his damn daddy. Until it comes to be to where this nigga is found guilty for all of the shit that we or that the public has accused him of. We are teetering a very, very, very dangerous scale of like literally dealing with like a social credit score, because some niggas is guilty before they even like go through the litigation process now, because we think niggas is guilty because we heard whispers about shit. Not saying that we're never supposed to believe victims, but nigga, like the shit that Diddy was accused of doing, he's been doing this shit for like 30 years, dog. Like,
there's been talks
where
about
the fuck was the steppers at? If that was the case, if he was really the boogeyman, where the fuck was the steppers?
Because the steppers working for him. That's what
not all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
But Bussin',
I'm not encouraging any violence on any level. I'm just asking a very valid question.
But to coincide with that, people, like I said, people are afraid of losing whatever position they think it will be granted to them due to that powerful individual.
What position, though, my nigga?
I'm just saying.
I'm asking a real question.
It could be a nobody dude that might think that because he ain't going against Diddy, he might have a some kind of situation where he could get something from that.
In my experience, in life, the pussy nigga will kill you faster than a gangster will.
Gotcha.
Why? Because they are afraid of their fucking life, bro.
So
you're telling me that if a fucking boogeyman was running around here doing this shit, nobody did nothing to try to touch
but most boogeymen dancing. Wait. Do you know how a motherfucker become the boogeyman? Because no one tests them. No one tests them.
Ain't about
just the bully,
nigga, bro.
The bully. No one tests the bully until he gets tested. Then he ain't the bully no more. Right?
I've seen the bully get knocked the fuck out by a short
but it took
nigga,
time. It took time, right? It didn't happen.
Right. It ain't gonna take 30 years,
bro.
It's not gonna take, bro.
Who's the biggest bully in America?
My nigga.
Who's the biggest bully?
America.
Thank you. And are they getting pressed by anybody that's going to do something?
They are.
Who? The outsiders?
And this is why.
No, I'm just saying.
This is why, unfortunately, attacks do happen on American soil. If you look at the root cause of such, most of the people, and I'm not condoning any terrorist act or anything of the sort, I am trying to understand the psychology of why people are constantly in conflict. Most times, again, they are talking about the bullyish ways of certain regions that they are rebelling against.
Got you.
I do not condone this behavior. I am in a space now where I'm trying to understand so much shit and why people are doing the shit that they do, as opposed to being reactionary. Because the reactionary person in me wants to just crash the fuck out and like burn all of this shit to the ground and reset. But the rational person in me, right, realizes that ain't gonna solve shit.
No, it's not.
So I'm caught in a place, right, where I'm literally standing in between some of my beloveds who are like, yo, fuck the police and we need to war out with the police. And then I got some beloveds over here that are like, I don't understand why these niggas is mad. And I'm like,
but I think from whence I met you to now, that's kind of been your dilemma with you're kind of stuck in between the let's go all out and nah, we can't go all out. We gotta, preserve this and try to figure another way to get out of this situation, right? Am I close to that?
Yeah, my thought process though is that warriors are never like not tested.
Okay.
You're never, and when I mean that they're not tested,
I know what you mean by that.
You're not tested in your strength, but you're tested in your restraint. You know what I'm saying? I'm residing in a space now of shit that I can do versus shit that I should do. I can wild out on somebody that violated me. I can be mad at somebody that when we get into a fender bender because they was fucking driving erratically and shit like that. But me crashing out on them might cause more harm to me than it does them.
You're looking at the bigger picture.
I have to.
No, I know, but most people get stuck on the details.
My beloved, I'm stuck in this place because I see us. And while I talk to a lot of people who be on some shit like, well, it doesn't bother me. Okay. Like, it don't have to land on my front step for me to care. It don't have to, because I recognize shit before it happens.
Most people don't react until it's on their first.
And I'm just trying to reside in a different space.
I got you. You're trying to take care of the situation before it even gets to that point.
I used to be that person that's like, yo, I don't give a fuck, but I have to give a fuck in order for shit to change. Simplest shit, right? Just going out, and I said this before. It's like going outside. I go outside my crib sometimes, bro, and I be mad as fuck because people park on my block and my block is quiet, so they smoke on the block, or the young people go and they do whatever they do and shit like that. But like sometimes it'd be like garbage or whatever fuck it was they were doing that night is outside on the street. And I'm like, nigga, why?
They don't care.
I'm like, why?
They don't care.
Nigga, you have to care.
But they don't listen. I did groundskeeping in Maryland. right in Baltimore State, in Baltimore County. These niggas I used to clean up the spot, and they used to throw the shit back right in front of me. I came up to them like, bro, I don't gotta live here, and I don't gotta clean this shit up 2 times. Now, bust it. My cousin was running it. I talked to the tenants. I said, y'all ain't gonna disrespect me like that. You know what they did? They stopped doing that shit because I came to them on some real shit. I said, bro, I could leave this shit here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get paid regardless because my people running it. But that's how people feel. They feel like they already like. I'm working now. I'm in East Orange, Newark, Irvington all the time, bro.
I used to live in Irvington, bro.
And I could tell the differences on who really cares about the area and who's just like, it is what it is.
My thought process at this point in life, in my big old age, is this.
Good.
Nobody,
I'm zoning. Listen.
Nobody can complain about gentrification. You can't complain about police brutalizing the community. You can't complain about the school system if you don't give a fuck about your own community, because you can say that you don't care or that most people don't care, right? Mm-hmm. And I get that. Mm-hmm. But at what point do you give a fuck? Because every other culture cares.
They give a fuck when it hits them and when it hits their doorstep and they have to deal with it.
There's a joke.
That's when most people deal with shit.
There's a joke
That's
right
sad,
now.
but it is. Go ahead.
Right now, going around the internet where they talk about how teachers spent their whole summer on vacation and shit, and now they about to have an Amazon, please donate to my this, that, and the third. Let me tell you something, bro. And I'm specifically talking.
We haven't started yet. I'm waiting for him to get.
Yeah, I'm talking to the beloveds with the bags out there. There is no way, no how, and I don't care how you get your bag, but I know some of y'all out there with a bag. There's no reason why none of the teachers need anything right now, especially if y'all are selling drugs or committing crimes and getting money off of nefarious activities in these areas where these schools are. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself, bro. And I'm telling you that as somebody that was outside and now I'm a fucking father with children in the fucking school system. Our schools are fucked up, yes, because funding and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But nigga, there's nothing stopping us from going in our own pocket and being like, nigga, we got this. We might not have it for the next 10 years, but at least this school year, we got this.
When we were here last time you were here, and that's why I wanted Andre here again, because y'all had a good dynamic. Y'all was getting to the same point, but it's just 2 different lanes.
I love us, bro.
Yeah.
I sit in my room and I watch the news and I be on the internet sometimes and I pay attention to the stories and shit that has happened. So my beloved, I just did an interview with one of my bros, bro, that ended up beating a Fed case with the help of Isaac Wright Jr.
Is that my
right?
Man? Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure.
He reminded me of a young lady that went missing in our hood, bro. And she didn't even go missing. She was behind Brook Slope Projects for days. For days. That shit break my fucking heart, bro.
What do you mean she was
in somebody's fucking trunk, bro.
Oh.
My nigga.
Wow.
I don't care about the rap beef no more.
We ain't even on that shit.
I don't care about. I be trying to care about niggas' albums and shit like that, my nigga. Like, I be trying, bro. I be trying. My man asks me all the time, because my bro, Face, what up, bro? He is a Wu aficionado. He be like trying to put me onto like underground rappers and shit like that. And every time I like try to engage in the shit, I go and look at like the bigger picture, like you said, and how we arguing about who the best in this rap shit, but can't none of us give us jobs. Niggas can't hire their kids.
I'm trying to do it.
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No.
My bad, bro. And I ain't even expect to get here and be like this, but like this is the trajectory of the conversation. Like you said, I've been quiet.
You have.
It's because I'm conflicted.
Last time we talked, what did we talk about? It was kind of reversed a little bit.
I'm conflicted,
I was down. I was depressed. Remember?
So I'm not necessarily in a state of depression.
No. I'm not saying that. But I see the sorrow. It's sorrow there, bro.
So I'm going to tell you what it is. Honestly, it's frustration.
Okay.
That I have to, it's anger that I have to mask with frustration.
Got you.
Because the anger side of me, right, wants to stand up in a room full of us and be like, nigga, what the fuck are we doing right now? I'm about to go and do some shit with my bro, with Pops. Matter of fact, we about to do something for the 24 hours of peace for Newark.
Okay.
And while I'm excited and I want to be engaging and shit like that,
this weekend,
September 5th and 6th.
Okay.
While I'm excited and I'm engaging and I'm like, yeah, bro, I get to go, because what we're doing is we're going to be having a bunch of at-risk youth with us.
Okay.
And we're going to basically be introducing them to the world of podcasting and media creation and content creation. So I'm geeked at the opportunity, but like stepping back and like, let's say that I wasn't me and I was a white man stumbling on a flyer for 24 hours apiece. I would fucking laugh at us. I would laugh at us, nigga, because we're going to hold a rally to talk about stop killing us when white people in other cultures are literally talking about them being on the brink of extinction.
Mm-hmm.
And how their survival is a necessity.
But they're still killing themselves too. They are. But
beloved.
Beloved. Wait,
I am not going to say that it does not happen.
I'm not trying to disregard what you're getting at. I'm just saying the majority of they shit is because of how they move. First of all, we outnumber them, even though they call us the minority. Brown skin numbers white skin.
That's only 200 million of us in this country. How many white people is in America?
They say we're 13%. They say they are supposed to be.
No, there's only 200 million black people, bro. And there's 400 million people in this country. 500 million, something like that.
There's more brown people than
I mean, it could very well be. Like the census is.
I'm not sticking with the who's black, who's this. Brown people with melanin in their skin,
numbers wise, right? Numbers wise.
Go ahead. Because I don't always just go by statistics.
I'm
just saying I don't always go by because who came up with these numbers? Who did
when I say numbers wise, I'm telling you to go into your mind and think about all of the cities across America that you know that are predominantly black cities, including Washington, D.C. right now, which I love. I love DC.
And we're going to talk about the DC thing.
We will talk about their infrastructure.
DC.
We already talk about the conversation is the black dollar doesn't stand the community for blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what the fuck do we do to change that?
Wait, hold on. No, that's mine. This one is yours. I got the design. You see that?
I'm trying to figure out what, nigga, how we've been talking about that shit for 10 years now.
Black dollar?
Black dollar for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give us the benefit of the doubt. Let's say we've been talking about it for sure last 5 years because COVID was 2020. We're now in 2025. We've been talking about it for the last 5 years. What do we do to change that? Why is it Umar is the only nigga that got to open a school, and when his school don't survive or come into fruition,
he has to pay.
Damn, survive.
It don't fucking matter.
It hasn't opened, and motherfuckers have.
Why the fuck is it Umar's only job to do it?
There's some politics with that.
My nigga,
politics with everything.
Yeah, no, I'm just
the reason why I asked this question is this: I can effectively buy a house, right? 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house, and I can basically make that a school as long as I go by the regulations of the state and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we're not necessarily talking about you starting a multi-million-dollar facility,
like a university,
but like, bro,
shit.
A starting point so that you can show your investors or the people you're asking for donations, this is our curriculum.
Yeah.
Let me show you. This is how this works. I'm not just going off my name.
I can tell you that because I don't know what his whole plan is. And yes, he's been in the public eye. What, the last 10 years?
He's been the only one talking. No,
the last
school.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm talking about. Fuck the public eye. What I'm talking about is the works that we need to do.
Can I start this?
1,000%, my boy.
I just want to give it.
Peace, y'all.
Jesus Christ! We want to read down this goddamn rabbit hole. God fucking damn. Shit.
So I stay to myself.
I could tell you have some stuff bottled up, sir.
I mean,
no, you always have something to say, but I'm just saying, like I was saying before, like we'll get to that. But hey folks, hey ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, all that good shit. You know what I mean? This is another one. You know what I mean? I have some really well, special guest and and kind of co-hosts. One original co-host from the beginning. You know what I mean?
We got a big three right here, y'all.
Peace to the God, Ock, you know what I mean?
Big three right here, y'all. Peace to man, woman, and child.
The black champion himself.
You already, man.
Ock Newman.
All praise the black champions.
Newman Street.
Fly the wings of your dreams.
You know what I'm saying? If I needed like, you know what I mean? If I ever needed like a Queen's Flip type of atmosphere, he would give that to me a little bit. That's that's no disrespect. He got that.
I fuck with Queen's Flip.
Yeah.
I'm a little lighter though.
Yeah, you definitely are. You definitely a little lighter. You definitely a little lighter.
I got some work coming up in the next 2 months.
Yeah, you need a cameraman just to follow you, bro.
I'm trying to do the Rocky run in Philly. Well, I got some work, but I'm definitely lighter than Queen's Flip. Talent you do, people don't realize that, but I'm definitely lighter.
He's definitely lighter. You know what I mean? Ock Newman, thank you for coming, brother. It's been some time. You know what I mean? That's all right. It falls. You know what I mean? Gravity and all that shit, density. You know.
Listen, man.
You know what I mean?
I want to let man, woman, and child know right now. I'm straight energized off the Ghostface album, man. But midway through, man, I might be clipsed out, man. That Clips is one of the best albums I've heard.
Yeah, that Clips album is crazy.
It wasn't bad at all.
You said it wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
It's a good album.
I have listened to the Clips since the Clips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, since Hell Have No Fury and shit like that. Like, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
Nah, it was straight to the point.
That has became one of my favorite albums of all time. Just of the layers that I put with it.
I think Malice the better rapper though.
Malice is.
You think No Malice is better?
No, he goes by Malice. He goes by Malice,
bro.
This Malice.
What happened to the No Malice?
Nah, he says he's back with the Clips. He's Malice. He said the first song where his father told him he could rap and shit, so he was like, "Fuck that! I'm just gonna go back to the." He's still gonna have his bars. His bars is still talking on that godly
He
shit.
Barely cursed.
I probably did.
He barely curses when he raps, bro.
But you know, Rakim did that.
Yeah, Rakim did that,
bro.
Rakim didn't curse.
Right.
Rakim don't curse. Right. The God is active. He's a true and living God. He's active. He don't curse.
Mm-hmm.
And he inspired Will Smith. Will Smith said he wrote "Summertime" behind Rakim's whole flow.
Yeah.
Bar for bar.
Yeah. And that's his best
whole flow.
And is that one, if not the song, at least for black folk?
Nah, Just the Two of Us is Will Smith's best
song. No, he means "Summertime." He means
like
song of summertime.
No, so you're gonna say Just the Two of Us over Summertime?
Wait till you have a son.
That's all right. I get where you're coming from.
I agree with you.
Wait till you have a son.
I agree with you. But to his defense,
Summertime,
I think he was saying
Summertime, you got kids, you got nieces, you got everybody in the park. You got the family, bro. Summertime over, and that's no disrespect to that song.
I agree to what you saying.
Listen,
but Summertime,
I hear you niggas, but I'm going back to where I hear the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all, it's circle shining through. Come on, my G. Yo, listen, bro.
But that's a whole nother song too. That song Fire Without Will,
bro.
That's soulful.
Is that song Fire Without Will?
And then, right?
Yeah, that's Sunday. Yeah.
Then when you hear that from the first time I held you in my arms, I knew I'd meet death before I let you meet harm. Yeah,
that hit you different.
It hit you different.
That hit you
when you have your seed and you listen to that song and you don't cry, I got $100 for you.
Okay. I cried during the Clips album.
Nigga. Then if that's the case, you gonna cry like a fucking baby.
Well, you guy, so I understand.
Wait till you listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers as a father and a husband, nigga. It's going to be like
totally different.
Talking to you.
Wait till you go through that. If you haven't gone through therapy already, and then hear like the way Eckhart Tolle is talking on this shit, and you're like, wait, what the fuck am I listening to right now?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying I'm conflicted, bro. I'm in a space to where I hear shit different. I'm seeing shit different now. And I don't know how to turn it off. I'm frustrated more than I'm not, but I'm thankful for being in this space because now I could teach my children about shit to stay the fuck away from.
All facts.
All of this shit that we were chasing as youths was a fucking trap, nigga. If I wasn't chasing women for 10 years out of my life, I'd have been a millionaire now. If I'd have stopped chasing my friends for another 5 years, I'd have been closer to making 100 million. And that's that's for all of us in this room, bro. Like the distractions and the shit that we will stand and sit in barbershops and stand on the corner and eventually even fight over, nigga, like is a fucking distraction. It's a fucking distraction.
And I have my other special guest,
Peace,
co-host.
Yo.
He goes by Mr. Hughes with the news. Terrell Hughes, I like to call him.
Man, motherfuckers probably call me. They were like, this motherfucker here.
I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah, they're like, he's back again. What? Yo, I'm hearing this low key talk about like people being jealous of other people being on the pottage, and I'm like, bro, like it's not that crazy.
My nigga, let me tell you something. Yo, let me tell you something, bro. You are the first person to ever be like, nah, Rel, pull up. And I know plenty of niggas who got podcasts. I don't know why. I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck. I am in a space now to where I am not going nowhere. I'm not invited, bro.
No.
And the places that I am invited, I make sure to bring as much positive energy to my beloveds as I can.
Gotcha.
And information. I'm the information stealer, bro. And the information giver. We are walking, talking computers, nigga, and I'm a walking USB stick.
You gotta bear witness that because you got 2 mics.
Oh, yeah. Son got me with 2 microphones and shit. But
and on that point,
double mic.
No. It's the unstoppable, uncomparable.
You really gotta hear the wisdom you speaking.
It's the unstoppable, uncomparable, undeniable, almighty like the goddamn Avengers AWP Attention Horse Podcast, episode 557.
I like that shit.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
My other special guest, Andre Myrie, couldn't make it at the last minute. Don't worry. We come to save the day.
He with us in spirit.
You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Got lots going on. You know what I mean? Check him out on the comedy circuit. Also, co-host with the most always, rolling up always, smoking that dope. Couldn't make it either. Mr. 103. He's watching. But the show don't stop. As you can see, we already been getting into it. I got so much shit to talk about. You know what I mean? I just want to make it a little more cohesive and shit with my special guest co-hosts and all.
Is it ever cohesive when we fucking get here?
Nah, it's never cohesive.
We
but
just fucking have a conversation.
I had tips.
I'm gonna let you. Go ahead, bro.
Nah,
this time I'm gonna
shut up. You know why though? Bro, I noticed this last time. I don't have to speak when he's here.
Shit, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Sometimes it's a point. It's a good thing, but it could be. It could. Nah, I've had other people here that wouldn't let me speak, and I was like, all right, you gotta whatchamacallit. But he's passionate. He's very honest with his thought patterns and what he got to say. And he got something to say. And this podcast is for motherfuckers that really got something to say. It's not for me to just, like, I know sometimes I do come off like I'm the center of attention. I kind of dim that down. I'm in the middle person, but I'm the one that's running and getting this shit to move. So I'm going to make sure that, yeah, you know me, but also these are my fucking compadres here that y'all also need to pay attention to. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
This is my OG, triple OG. You know what I mean?
I'm not that older than
Nah, he's not that old. I'm just
I just like saying with the cross leg, posture. That's indicative of you definitely are of a certain ilk.
Yes.
Well, nigga, I was born in the 1900s.
Yes, that's right. The 19s. That's the
1900s.
1900.
So what you got on your agenda, man? I don't, you know what I mean?
All right. Well, we had some stuff for we going
hold on. Don't filter it now.
I want to ask you something. Well, no.
I was gonna say I was liking what he was building on prior to the lights and cameras coming on.
What was that
and
about?
He was in the same consistency, and we were talking about right now about how you was conflicted. That's, if I can use any example.
Go ahead.
Right now, it's the last Lil Wayne album, the latest Lil Wayne album. It was. I remember different albums getting hyped, especially the mixtape Weezy. So when I heard Jay-Z years ago say, "I'm going to get the mixtape Weezy," it was a super awesome line for me.
Yeah.
Over because I knew exactly what he meant. I was a fan of one of my favorite MCs with a particular style of rap. That mixtape era embodied me as a hustler, a barber, and making the transition from a hustling barber to a barber. You see what I'm saying?
Official.
So it was like.
So you was just using it as a hustle more before until you left.
I mean, it was art I was always intrigued by. But when you get used to, when it gets to a point where you're acquiring things, where most brothers and sisters go to a 9-to-5 for.
Yeah.
And, I'm acquiring these things from cutting hair. It turns a little bit into a hustle for me.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just paid my motherfucking rent, bought me a motherfucking car, bought a whole bunch of fucking sneakers. This is in my 20s, my late 20s, going to 30s. Oh shit! Give my mom some money consistently. TD Jakes and all of them. I think TD Jakes, I paid for some airplane fuel on that jet he had.
You're saying you contributed money.
I paid a little bit.
No, you didn't.
Paid for a seatbelt.
You need to look up.
He paid for a seatbelt.
That might be more feasible, but look up what jet fuel costs, my nigga. Like unless we was like our grandparents, that was like heavy titers, that was like literally giving hundreds of dollars every Sunday.
They were supporting.
Yeah. Like
that was a whole nother bill.
Let me tell you something.
That was exactly another bill.
So it's funny that we even mentioned the church, right? Because now that I've been outside but in different spaces, I'm starting to see different shit. And like, while there are some churches that take advantage of the community, there are some that are like trying to really get niggas like off the streets and change their way of thinking. Yes. And like, they're trying to send young people to school and they're trying to help young mothers, and they are involved in programs that food pantries for people who can't feed people and shit like that.
True work activity. True, how can you say? True work of Jesus.
I am conflicted because I grew up in the church. Now that I'm older and now that I've seen things, now that it took for me to get arrested and me to give my life to God in jail for me to be like, start looking at things a little bit different, bro. Like, I'm more spiritual than I am religious. For me to deny that there is a creator, like, dog, I am walking, talking, breathing proof that there is a God, dog. Like, when I told you earlier that I made it out of somewhere that I wasn't supposed to make it out of, statistically speaking. You know what I'm saying? My family didn't necessarily, we weren't impoverished. We didn't grow up with like rats and roaches and all of that other shit. But my mother came from Fifth Ave projects. My grandmother lived in Fifth Ave projects. Like, they had to come up fighting. Like, my cousins is gangbangers and shit like that. The ones that's not gangbangers is heavy drug dealers in the town. Like, or they were at one point. Statistically speaking, I was supposed to fall victim to a number of traps that was supposed to be set. So now that I have not necessarily evaded them, but sidestepped them, and now I can see them and be like, hold up, yeah, that look good. Somebody called my phone a couple days ago. Was like, yo, I got a lick, bro. Somebody in town. Let's just say it was a decent amount of money on the table.
It gave me goosebumps.
It was a decent amount of money on the table, right? And if I put my mind to it, it would probably be the easiest fuck to get it accomplished.
I haven't heard that.
That karma that come back to you, bro.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I am scared to death of what the fuck I might do that might happen to my children, bro. Because something happened to my babies unjustly, nigga, I am burning this bitch down. But if it's something that I did, or it's a result of something
you don't want to bite that bullet, but you'll have to. Basically.
Like, bro, I pray for 4 things when I do pray. Again, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. I pray for protection, blessings, guidance, and peace, bro. I can't ask for nothing else. I know how easy it is to be like, oh shit, nigga, like, I could run up on whatever and I can get it off for but like, I can't be away from my family for 5 years. I can't be away from them for 3 months unless it's like business related, let alone me sitting in a fucking jail. If a nigga ends up fucking my woman in the process.
Mhm.
That's my fault.
Mhm.
If my children call another man daddy, it's my fault.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's hard. It's fuck getting your ass up to go to work every day, nigga. I know.
Mhm.
I know. I know. I can trade war stories with niggas about how I stood in the rain so long to where my bones was waterlogged, nigga. That was one of the times that I found out ACGs weren't waterproof. Huh? Walking in the rain, going to bus stops. I remember sneaking on the bus. Nigga, I know. But when you got shit to lose, dude, and we got a lot of shit to lose, like we are not only risking our families, but we are effectively risking our existence because the rest of the world don't even want to do business with us.
These are all facts.
The only business we can do with each other is criminal shit.
There are more options.
I read in the news where niggas stabbed his uncle over a fucking honey bun in the refrigerator, bro. So if a nigga's willing, and it's not about the honey bun, I recognize that it's other shit.
Do you feel that this type of shit, and not, I don't want to compare it, but do you feel like this type of shit is only put out when it's some black shit that because I feel like this happens. This could be some dumb shit that happens to everybody or some
This
other
type
people.
of shit happens every day.
But when it comes to the ignorance or the criminal, the crime shit and shit like that, it's like pushed more when it comes to us.
Let me ask you a question.
Whether we do it or whether the media does it.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
All of the businesses that you see around you right now that are surrounded where you live or where you work or where you hang out, how many of those businesses are owned by people that look like us?
Not
that
much.
Are in position
Not at all
to hire niggas or to be like, you know what? As a business, I might not be able to cover all the schools in Hackensack, right? But Hackensack High, I got it. Y'all got to worry about Hackensack Public School or this public school, or you got to worry about Teaneck High, or Teaneck High don't ever need to have back to school book bag giveaways and shit like that. And I get that. What I'm saying is, right, I have literally stood around some of my people and be like, witnessed them talking about, yo, I don't give a fuck. I stand on 10 toes and I'm willing to do this and I'm willing to do that. And nigga, I'll go to jail. I got lawyer money. All right, so who got business money? How many niggas can you call right now to be like, yo, my nigga, I got a 700 credit score. What's your credit score? You got a 700? You got a 700? I'm not asking you for no money, but let's go to the bank and let's go see if we can get $1 million. Let's go see if we could go buy a multi-family or a multi-unit, multi-tenant unit. Excuse me.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I do to what you asked me. No, if I do know, very slim to none.
And these even, I'm talking about your friend circle, not even strangers.
No. It could be some strangers. No, and strangers are the ones that I come across that be having more interesting happening than probably
strangers
your friends.
become business.
Yeah, bro. You saw where I was the other day. You saw the racing shit, right?
Strange.
The owner of that shit shared more business game with me in the hour that I was standing there with him than any black person I have ever seen with money.
No, but listen, look, hold on. I'm not here to discredit what you're saying at all. We've been down this lane before, right? Right? And
I love us, bro.
I know you do. That's why you're so passionate,
nigga.
But me and you, we've had talks about this, bro. We know that
the culture ain't getting us paid, Mundry.
No, we sell. What is this? Be sold, not to be told, or whatever.
We sell it to everybody else.
Yes, I know.
Everybody else. Yo, Bow Wow has fucking do-rags in the beauty supply store, but Bow Wow don't got a beauty supply store.
Or he just got a check from that, maybe.
What is?
And I ain't talking shit about you, Chad.
What is the intricate? What is the intricate numbers on that? I never took time to research that. What is the intricate numbers of Bow Wow on that do-rag package?
Let's just say, right?
He own some of the company?
Let's just say he doesn't. Let's just say Bow Wow signed a deal that for every do-rag that he sells for $5, he gets 75 cents off of it.
Okay.
But let's say Bow Wow across America,
like a rap deal.
like a rap deal.
Yeah.
Let's say Bow Wow sells 10 million do-rags across the United States in a calendar year, which is not hard to assume because I bought 5 myself in one shot.
Damn.
Yeah, but a do-rags, maybe it's because I don't rock do-rags like that all the time. A do-rag still like the go-to with
Do-rags rip. Like
You gonna
niggas
go
who really use do-rags
do-rag?
and brush their hair.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when I leave here and I go home, I brush my hair and tie my hair down, bro. Like you using that do-rag for a month, 2 months, every single
I got
day.
you.
That fabric
It's
stretches.
like getting
So
a white tee again or something like that. You
and I don't like going to the
About
store multiple times. Like if
the
I
white
could
tee-
buy,
the white tee market is crazy. Like if niggas could have got into
did
the
you
white
see
tee
that
market.
Hanes just got bought by Gildan?
Word?
Really?
They bought them? I
Not the other way
think
around.
really.
Yeah,
Not the other way around.
no sir.
No.
Hanes
What?
just got bought by Gildan, bro. Yeah, yeah.
And the guy at the store just asked me like, "Yo, is that a Gildan shirt?" I said, "Yeah, I go
Wait,
get my Gildan
wait,
shirt
wait,
and I
wait,
go customize."
Wait. Do I need to show you? Bro, like, come on, man. Like,
Under the kiss.
I mean,
Under the kiss.
And under the kid, make sure I know.
so it's
Under the
funny.
kiss, though,
So
is the guild.
now that we on that, and I got a chance to run my mouth, right? I'm gonna run my mouth because I had a falling out with a nigga one time, right? The nigga told me, yo, you the type of nigga you can't buy swag. I said, nigga, I know, huh? I grew up getting my sneakers and shit from Alexander's and Bradley's,
Thank you.
and Modell's,
Thank
and
you.
shit like that. I'm the oldest of 5. My mother wouldn't spend no more than $40.
Buster Browns, nigga.
$40
Yes.
on my shoes, bro.
That's
And
right.
I'm not knocking my mother,
came
but
from
I
that.
understand. As now that I got 4 kids on my
She got
own,
4
nigga,
more
like
y'all.
I just did back to school shopping for my 3 little babies, bro.
Everybody did
I
that.
went and bought them the Avias from goddamn Walmart for $25, and I went and bought me some too. Yeah, I got kicked on, but I thought about wearing Avias today, dog, just to throw niggas off. The niggas be like, wait, what the fuck? We are so caught up on fucking clothes, bro.
Fashion and all
When I tell niggas, right,
Mhm.
like we should find the lick to getting clothes lower than retail, they be like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, nigga, it don't make no sense to walk in the same store. It don't make no sense for me to go walk into Kith, right?
It's the same material mostly.
I'm not gonna say that though,
I
because
said mostly.
this shit
I said
this
mostly.
shit a little bit different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's no way that I'm ever gonna feel proud about walking into Kith and spending $5,000 and walking out with $5,000 worth of clothes. I'm just be like, damn, I ain't even get like a fucking lunchbox or nothing. Like, the real lick is to get that $5,000 worth of clothes for $3,500 if you're gonna spend some money and buy some pieces that's gonna last you 20 years. Nigga, I just gave away shoes that I've had for 15 years, dog.
And how many times did you wear those?
I've worn them enough. Like,
Okay.
nigga, if you look
Yeah,
up when
well,
these
yeah.
koi fish came out, like, if I bought these shoes for $200,
Yes.
if I bought these for $200 and they last me 15 years, how much money did I spend on them?
It was a whole collection
That's
with
an
that
investment.
silhouette.
That's an investment.
That kind of split. Yes.
Now, if I buy some shit though that I wear a couple times and it rips on me in the seam or it
That's
rips
all-
somewhere else,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nigga, like, was that worth it? And I spent $15,000 on the jacket. I spent $3,000 on his shirt. Like,
That's when I used to buy
first
those.
of all, my body type don't even fit designer properly.
Oh, the real, yeah. That's
I'm-
you got to get accustomed.
I told you, I'm a fat nigga on the inside, bro. Like,
it don't.
you know what I'm saying?
He wears it well. He's like,
I'm thankful. Listen. I come
fat
from a
nigga on the
line of
outside.
big body. Like, my pops is
You
big
sound-
body
you
bands,
sound
bro.
dead.
Like,
I think you just chubby. You
nah,
probably
bro.
chubby.
I'm the smallest. I am the smallest. My cousins, my uncles, my brother is literally. I'm
You-
6'2". Everybody's 6'3" and better.
You 2 and some change.
I am 226 right now.
226.
I'm
And you're
still-
6'2".
I'm light in the ass compared to my beloveds.
What I tell you earlier?
See, but he's 6'2". I'm 5'9", my nigga.
Nigga, I'm light in the ass compared to my beloveds. My beloved will walk through this door right now, and you'll be like, y'all related? Nah, bro, this nigga, nigga, my uncle for years, like none of my friends until like my uncle started talking to them, like wanted to talk. They was like, yo, like, bro, you trying to line me up or something? Because my uncle was just standing in the corner, and this nigga 6'2", black as hell, like the color of this. Look like Bernie Mac, but got eyes like DMX, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Son, this shit is crazy, dog. Like, this shit is wicked.
He
But
said,
He said, I know what that mean. That mean you finna do something.
But look,
he said, bust a move.
I said
Bust a
all that to say,
motherfucking move.
like residing in
What's a motherfucking
residing in a space of confliction, bro. The street, like I would lie to you to say that even as a grown ass man, the streets don't call sometimes. But that's just the enemy fucking with you. When you trying to do something better,
what we was talking about.
like that step
There
back,
you go.
that stagnation, that place that kept you where you was is always gonna be like, yeah.
How you doing?
As a married man,
Mhm.
I have had more women. I'm talking about women that have done me the dirtiest you will ever see in life. Hit me up. Hey, how you doing, Rel?
Of course.
And I'm like, what the fuck is you doing?
Of course.
I'll talk to like, hey, I'll tell my wife too. Like,
'Cause
yo,
women
babe,
only
they hit
want-
me up.
women-
What's going on?
Women only really want men that have.
This is the flip side of that
women,
coin.
right?
Watch how this conversation traversed, though.
Mhm.
I've had women hit me up and they be like, oh, talking about their problems and shit like that. And I'll flip the script and I'll be like, yo, so what are you doing? Where's your resume? And what jobs are you applying to? And they're like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, oh, so you don't really want to change your situation, do you?
No, she comfortable. She want to see what other nigga she could get in that zone to do more comfortable shit for her.
My nigga. My nigga. Listen, let me tell you something.
As a former
You hit
simpish
the
man,
Samuels, bro.
I know what it
I
is.
have heard a lot of women talk about men who be like, oh, they just want to take and attach to women that got shit going on. And
What?
let me tell you something. For men that are trying to either A, change their life or they've changed their life and they on that trajectory, bro, nobody will try to latch onto you faster, bro. Men and women alike. There's men who will be like, oh, this nigga's progressing way too fast. Come here. They'll call you on the phone. Niggas won't call you to go. Nigga called me to go on a lick, but nigga won't call me to start a business.
No.
I ain't never been on a lick with this nigga a day of my life, but he's on my line. Talk about, yo, there's
But you got
on the line.
you got a friend that's Arab. You got a friend that's Asian. You got a friend that's white, and y'all might have a conversation.
I will
about
never be
business.
your crash dummy.
No, but I'm saying they might come to you about some business proposal if depending on the relationship and what's going on.
The foreigners that I know that are engaged in business right now, from
They're gonna stick to that.
beloved that I just met, Felix. Shout out to Felix, Sim One Racing.
Mm-hmm.
To my beloved Amandeep, Indian beloved that owns a smoke shop.
Mm-hmm.
They all share game with me, bro. And they ain't got no issue sharing game with me.
Mm-hmm.
And
First of all, they know what kind of man you are. You're not. They probably haven't put you in the pocket of. Oh, let's be clear. Every culture, when they see us, they pick out the ones.
yeah,
That
I'm cognizant of that.
and then the rest is niggas over there.
I'm cognizant of that too.
Yes.
They haven't categorized me as
Not yet.
He's not
Unless
the
something
nigga
happens.
because they haven't seen me lose my temper and
That's
shit like
true.
that.
Your voice hasn't got niggerish yet.
Well, to be fair,
If you have the ability to pull a Jackie Robinson,
they've seen me with like tensions flared. Well, not Felix, but my other beloveds, they've seen me with tensions flared, but not to the point where it's considered nigga behavior.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, especially my fellow white men.
Nigga behavior has no space in business, bro.
We can talk about
Now, the principles of the streets being aggressive, business acquisitions and shit like that is essentially the same as like buying or taking over blocks. However, the violence is the aspect that is missing from it. You notice the National Guard is in DC right now because of the violence. They're there because of the violence, my nigga.
Street sweeping. Yeah, I heard that.
It's only when the bodies start popping. It's when people can't even go to restaurants. And I love DC.
Mm-hmm.
I love, milk and honey in DC is. They didn't pay me to say that, but if you ever in DC, go to Milk and Honey, bro.
He's gonna have
bro, the chicken sausage, scrambled egg, and biscuit sandwich, fucking phenomenal. But anyway,
no fork on my fork, but that's.
I said chicken sausage, beloved.
Oh, okay.
Look.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You did say chicken sausage.
Yeah.
Look,
I didn't know chicken could become. I didn't know
we
they
talk
could make
about no pork in our fork, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we drink alcohol,
okay,
which is no healthier.
Mm-hmm.
The food
Some
that
candy.
we ingest is no healthier.
Mm-hmm.
The gelatinous candy that we ingest is literally is pork.
Red dye number 5, yellow All
I
that
mean,
good-
before you even get to the dyes, I'm just talking about the basic chemical makeup of what we're ingesting.
I think
There's all
everything that
types
we
of new names.
And it's
All-
hard.
they all got
As a
portions.
nigga who, I'm telling you,
Bro,
I'm a 350-pound nigga, bro, internally. I'm telling you, bro, it's so fucking hard. More importantly, the shit that is what it's doing to our bodies, we got to pay attention to what it's doing to our fucking brain.
the parasites that get in your body.
The
But
sugar,
the parasites is in your stomach brain.
just the sugar.
It's going right to
Processed
your
sugar. Yeah.
Sugar causes glaucoma. Sugar
Main
causes Alzheimer's.
Mhm.
Sugar
Yeah.
causes diabetes.
Mhm.
Like, and everything.
And everything they propone to us that they put out has some kind of sugar or salt extra or processed or it's not real or they add more ingredients or chemicals into foods that they don't do outside of America and shit like that. Like we all know we're being poisoned, slowly
There's
poisoned.
all types of shit with that though, man.
The old me would used to be like, yo, fuck that. That's fucked up. They poisoning us. But now I'm looking at it from a different perspective. When the last time you sat with your folks as a collective, even just for a Sunday dinner? Like, yo, nah, it's no special event. Just come
Now,
and just eat with
I
us, bro.
remember when that died.
Just come eat with us.
I remember when that died.
I'm not knocking nobody.
That died in the 90s.
The reason why I'm bringing this up, right?
That whole thing happened in the 90s when it started to shift from you had to be at the dinner table, you know what I mean, with the family and
See,
shit.
that concept of thinking.
No, that was it. I had that in this household when it was a household, like completely. You know what I mean? I had that growing up. You know what I mean? I came
I
up.
had that as well.
I came up in an era of you still had morals and certain kinds of discipline that you had to uphold to and shit like that. And then it slowly deteriorated where it was like, oh, you got a snack table. You can eat over here in front of the table.
Right.
You can take it in your room.
I see what
You
you're
don't have to.
Reason I brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
Reason I brought that up. I heard what you said
Yeah.
about how a certain beloved raised a fine young man and shit like that. And when you see,
To his old earth.
yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
So remember when I told you I ain't had necessarily the best relationship?
Oh, he
with-
knows me well. Bro.
I didn't have necessarily the best relationship with my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
Saw my mom's the other day,
Did you now,
bro?
The other
Inadvertently, I'm doing something else. I happen to just go stop by to something in me just was like, yo, go see your grandmother because my grandmother still stays in the town.
Okay.
So I'm going to go see her. I go there. She's not there. Come to find out, the reason that she's not there is because she's getting fucking surgery. And I'm sitting there talking to my relatives at the table and shit like that. And just so happens that my grandmother pulls up. Like she's outside and I go help her in. Who brings her? It's my mother.
Of course.
And my mom hops out and like gives me a hug. And the way she like hopped out the car
Was excitement
was like,
or not?
like she like snatched that seatbelt off and like I
She-
never see my
she-
mom
she
move
did-
that fast in a long time.
Like I don't know y'all relationship, and you have brothers and sisters.
I'm the oldest of 5.
You're the oldest.
I'm the oldest
You the
of
first
5,
one.
bro. I'm the first of 5, bro.
I don't know. And there's different relationships with different mothers and sons and shit like that. But
Nigga.
at the core of it, you're still her baby.
I almost cried like a fucking baby in that ride home,
stopped
bro.
you, mister? You could cry for anything.
I don't know.
What stopped you? This
Look,
nigga came on my
look,
podcast
look.
and said it's okay to cry.
No, look.
Why
So
you ain't cry?
it's not that I didn't want to cry. I think it's because I was distracted because I think like my wife called me with some shit that my kids had. And I was like so excited to tell her, like, yo, I saw my grandmother and my mom today. And like,
Did y'all talk?
it wasn't
Did you and
negative.
your mother talk?
No, it wasn't that fast. Like, cause she was doing something, but she just dropped my grandmother off. But what she said in the short time that she was there, I just was like, I get that she missed me. I get it.
Did you miss her?
Yeah, it's my mother, nigga. Like, it's my mom, bro. I can't watch
Is
certain
your father
shit.
still around?
Yeah.
Are you cool with your father?
Nigga, my daddy almost died. And this is why I'm kind of like tight with my pops because like he almost died.
Mm.
And I would think like because we didn't have like the best relationship prior that it would get better or it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't knock my dad,
Mm-hmm.
especially if he wasn't necessarily equipped with the tools to be as an on-hands father as I am. Because nigga, I'm on hands and I'm still fucking up.
Yeah, my father was.
I'm still fucking up, bro.
My father thought of raising his kids was like pretty much like I provide. Like he didn't need to do that extra, and I learned that because my grandfather, which I know him as the tall man, even though he was like tall and big, but they call him. This is one picture where he's just mad tall, so I call him the tall man. But he was that was his kind of relationship with his father, where his father was just a little more off-putting than just like, hey, how you doing? And then I'm the youngest. He had me when he was like 40, 41.
Niggas is
and
tired,
he already
bro.
had his first, you know what I mean? It's like, I took your sister to go fishing. Nigga, the fuck is you?
And
what do you want me to do?
And while that is, while he is valid in that feeling, or he may have been valid in that feeling, because again, I'm 42 with a 2-year-old who is soon to be 3. I'll be tired. I get it. But the babies ain't asked to be here.
Yeah.
And the babies didn't ask to be here, bro. And because they didn't ask to be here, and you chose, and God chose for them babies to exist, bro, you got a responsibility. Now, me and my wife beef sometimes, right? Because
shout out.
You're right. Shout out to my queen, bro.
Go ahead.
Appreciate you, bro. Me and her beef sometimes because she goes above and beyond for my children, so much so to where sometimes it interferes with us, like just having time to each other, or just like
the babies are first.
Not just being intimate, but just like, just being engaging with each other, just to discuss our day and shit like that. And for a long time, I used to get like in my feelings, like, yo, what the fuck, like, and I don't know what happened. But one day I'm just sitting with myself, and matter of fact, I can tell you what happened. It was God. He asked me, what would you rather? Would you rather your woman be tapped in with you all the time or making sure your kid's straight? And I sat there like a fucking goofball.
You felt
and was like, wow.
I think that's an egotistical thing as a man, that we know when that energy, when you feel like that attention that you used to normally get drifts off. And even though it's in a great place, in a positive place for you and your whole family, you still want that.
I think it's a number of things. I think it's because I was the oldest of 5. I didn't necessarily get that to begin with.
Oh, you were taking care of everyone. Were you helping to take care of everyone?
Yeah. You I was a babysitter. I was a babysitter from like 10.
Yeah.
When my moms and my stepfather went out to go handle business and shit like that, like me and my sister, who's 3 years younger than me, were like watching our younger siblings who were like noticeably younger than us.
Yeah.
And like I said, bro, at this point in life, I understand. I don't expect anybody to be perfect, even if I did at one point in time, or I didn't understand what perfection even looked like. Like, it's unfair to expect that of anybody. Parents, however, there's no blueprint for this shit.
No.
We can only rely on the experience of our elders to be like, nah, bro, don't panic. Listen, I'm 42. I'm on my 4th baby, matter of fact, but my baby right now, right? And I just learned that when they get an ear infection, to just put some onion
press
or garlic, just tape it to the ear.
Oh, like red onions and stuff.
Dogs, we was taking them to urgent care and shit like that because they're crying in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Old school, always better.
You went old school,
bro.
Especially for the babies too.
The gyms.
You went old school.
The gyms that are available are paramount to just
just give them this little thing. I remember I got some shit. She was like, just down it and everything will come up. And it was nasty vinegar and all types of other shit. But yo, that shit worked.
I will say this: some of those old remedies were low key kind of crazy. My grandmother used to, yo, bro. Look, same grandmother that I went to go see, right? When we used to go play outside in the summertime, she was like, when you come in the house, you're taking a bath. But she used to take a cap of bleach and pour it in the bath water too. So we would get scrubbed down with soap and bleach at the same. And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Still cleaner than a white person.
Yo, fam, listen, I'm 42, and some people be like, "Oh, black don't crack." I'll be like, "Nigga, this is my grandmother work, bro." I'm not taking credit for shit, bro.
It's by the fucking board of health. You gotta put a drop of bleach in your sink when you wash dishes. If you on a truck or
That's right.
In the back of the restaurant, you gotta put a drop of bleach.
Yeah,
This is real shit.
food handler shit.
Them mama, the type cookups really translate to a professional world, bro.
I believe that.
Crazy.
I listen to Elder before I listen to. I listen to Elder before I listen to a physician.
That ain't necessarily always the key too, because the elders will tell us that reefer is bad.
I understand that, but
I would tell you some,
or Elder tell you I've been eating pork. My
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Grandmama ain't
They'll tell you.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that neck bone and that now.
Hello.
Again,
that chitlin,
biting the chicken down to the marrow and shit like that, my nigga.
I've seen some little wiggers, some white niggas, eat chicken down to the bone.
Let me ask you a question, because I see the copper and the silver around your wrist, beloved.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the white community? And I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you why I'm asking you this question in a minute. But go ahead. What is your Do you have any qualms with the community in question?
No.
Okay.
He knows what they are.
Yeah, I would say that.
What? Okay.
Like
He always knows that.
I was born and raised in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Okay.
Hence the name where I get Chief Newman Street from.
Okay.
We used to say Chief like people say bro.
Yeah. What's up, Chief? What
right,
up, Chief?
right. You've dwelled in Hackensack.
Right.
What's up, Chief? But I truly knew Chief from Chief Oratam, so the police.
Right. The insignia
car.
that's on side of the police car. Okay.
If you go to the library, Johnson Library in Hackensack, there's a statue of him there. We all know that the original people, the original man, the Asiatic black man, was here before any kind of shenanigans that they were discovered. Any kind of shenanigans you lay down and talk about somebody was discovered is really null and void, right? Because scientifically, Indians were exiled from India at a certain point during the period of Pangea. So that's how you got that brown, that copper, right? Mixed with the original people who were black. You have Taino Indians who made their way over here. And their cousins came from Jamaica at one point. You know, Jamaica was Puerto Rican.
Right.
Before they was Jamaican, they were Puerto Ricans.
But they wasn't
Taino Indians.
But they wasn't called the port. They wasn't the Ricans of the
It
port.
was the port.
So wait,
It was drop off.
It was a drop off.
It was a port because the water going out, but it really was a drop off
For them unruly niggas, bro. They dropped them unruly niggas.
That was a jail. That was a trading post. Jamaica, all the Caribbean islands.
Was like that too,
a lot of the beloveds
that
reside in Jamaica have lineage to people from the Congo.
Either they fought or they became just like most blacks. If they had that Congo blood in them, more likely they fought.
Niggas fought, bro. They was unruly as fuck. Like they was willing to burn this shit down, type shit. And they was like, nah, these niggas got to go. We're not gonna let you go.
So look, my point being, of all those Indians or the original people who were the same logo everywhere. Right? From sports to our history to everything that supposedly of Columbus. So I realized that at a young age when I saw a Chief Oratam on the police car.
Gotcha.
If you remember back in the day at the Hackensack bus stop by the courthouse was a sign that said New Barbados. And it went on to describe that where that white man stands, the soldier, that was a fucking sales block. It was the land of New Barbados. Word. I just told you all these motherfucking Indians did was bounce around and get with other Indians, right? Like we could be here forever, but let me give you the Aki. Aki for dummies, quick way.
For sure. No. Go ahead, bro.
So it said a sign in Hackensack, the descendants of New Barbados. Barbados in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
Caribbean, we just talked about all that. So think about it. The same people are there. So Chief was the leader of the community, leader of the tribe. So while we saying it's a slang term, I'm like, oh shit, that's a real chief.
Yeah.
It's like we say peace, brother, peace, king,
Yeah.
peace, God. So all that came together, and when I started saying chief, then boom, I'm from Newman Street, a new man. How to be a new man in a new world, right? We're already over here in the wilderness of North America. You have to be a new man and find your way and adapt to what's going on. I came to the wilderness of Inglewood by myself in 95, 96. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I became cowboy over there. That was my nickname. I got 10 good stories for that one. But I ain't gonna Fat Joe you and cap you. I was really cowboy. Like niggas who I was just fighting with in 7th, 8th grade is now rocking with me.
I gotta do my data case.
Is now rocking with me.
Yeah, Joe's crazy.
So I'm going into the gym where most niggas is getting duffed out from the gate just off the strength. They fucking with me. Boom, I become what? I start my Tri-Town King era. Right? Because now I'm where prime time we used to fight. I'm understanding over there, it's the wilderness of the wood. The same motherfucking natives was in Inglewood. Inglewood's a city. Inglewood's a city. Hackensack is a city. Teaneck
Be careful.
is a township.
Be careful.
With what?
That.
Wow.
Baby, careful with
That's
that.
something different.
Is it? That's something different.
Garlic cocktail, bro. Something different.
That's the name of it?
Garlic cocktail.
Garlic cocktail.
Yeah,
You want
some,
fucking names.
Some connoisseur shit. Ran into one of my friends and shit. They was just like,
I know you won. That's why I was like, let me.
Shit, twist some of that
listen, man,
motherfucking
bro, I'm thankful. But go ahead.
I'll give you
Nah, for sure. I got you, bro.
Twist up some of that motherfucking gold cocktail.
Yeah.
I want to be
If
with
it's
you.
that connoisseur, I want a connoisseur.
We gotta be on level playing.
Nah,
I want a connoisseur too.
Listen.
So look, to answer your question, what I'm saying to you,
White people.
what I'm saying to you about white people, growing up in Hackensack and having that knowledge as I got older, I never really truly experienced racism till I got a young adult into the world that was bigger than Hackensack.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
During that time, here and there,
Not too blatant.
here and there, but as my old mama used to say, I couldn't live in her time. Mother used to say, you could be a kid when I was a kid.
Right.
I swear to
I
God,
know I couldn't.
she would sound just like Bernie Mac.
I know I couldn't.
Wait, because the way
You couldn't be a kid when I was a kid.
Nah, nigga,
you
what?
can be a kid.
I'm gonna
What?
go up in the 60s.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
When the earth changed. What you mean?
I got way too much mouth for them.
The 60s when the world changed.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That
Way
was
too much.
That was the biggest turning point.
Hello?
Yes, you're right. You know that woman upstairs? The student of Malcolm X?
No way.
A student.
Your old earth?
She went there. She became Muslim because of Malcolm.
That's fire.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that until later on. I was like, this whole
Wow.
I knew she was in the nation, but
Wow.
when she broke it down, I was like, okay. And she left.
That's fire,
said-
bro. Bless you.
Some standard street nigga got out.
But
Nah, I keep saying
That's
that.
crazy, bro.
Someone got sick in a family.
For your old earth, you should change the show from Attention Horse to Attention Earths and let her tell her story. That's living Black history.
I didn't want to be the one. I try not to be that guy, so I'm glad that you said that.
Why not?
What?
But it's crazy that you ain't interviewing moms.
You supposed to have that.
I interviewed.
Was that
my
that?
mom is the type of person that she don't really want to be. Only like I've had my cousin.
Give her the microphone. She don't got to be on the
No,
camera.
I did have her, but we didn't tape it. I had my mom and my uncle Peter that was like best friends with my father for years. They were telling stories. And I taped them.
That's dope.
I put the picture up. I do have an episode like that. You hear her.
Copy.
But I didn't go into the whole. I asked her from time to time, like, yo, what was it like and what happened? And she was there. She was very radical. She's still all the radical shit You hear from me? It's through her.
Listen.
That's why I asked you about white people, right? Because I
Bring
told
it
you
back
I
to
was
that.
gonna.
Because this nigga's making me emotional.
Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's it. He said.
No.
Now I bring my mama up.
Niggas, yes.
I know.
Yes.
Going through
All
my
the shit that I said don't give me a motherfucking
I've
thing
been going through my
compared to what the
shit.
fuck you just said.
I've been going through my shit since I lost my orb.
Yeah.
Bro.
So when I gave that shout out to your mom, like, you heard me tell her, you heard what I told her?
I heard her. I heard you.
Anything that mommy, my mother, I got to give it up for. So I said, you raised a great young black man.
Thank you, man.
And I told her, I thank you for what you have raised. Like, that's been my man for quite some time. And she said thank you.
He knows I'm gonna be straight up. I could be in the wrong. I'll be straight up. Someone else, it don't matter. Like I don't got nothing to hide from.
But what I'm talking about, he asked me about white folks.
Get to the white folks.
Yeah.
I don't. My Aunt Lydia used to say, when someone show you who they are, believe them.
Right.
White folks has shown me time and time again. I thank goodness for white folks, because I would not understand how diabolical it was that you wanted us to have Christianity, but you'll whip us if we tried to read. White folks did that. Nobody else.
Right. So I think
that's diabolical.
Specifying into that, because right, it wasn't, and it's not all of them.
Exactly.
Because the reason why I asked that, and I'm glad that you brought up your earth, right? Mm-hmm. Because my aunt is a white woman, right? And I didn't ask you this to be.
I got a vanilla auntie too.
But like, I've been asked this shit like in a multitude of ways. I've been asked like, what do I think about interracial marriages and shit like that? And let me tell you something. My aunt just happens to be a woman who's white, because she was ducking bullets with my black ass uncle during the protests and all of that shit.
Right.
She has raised some of the blackest children who do some of the
She's old.
best.
She's old.
Yeah.
She's been through the 60s and all that.
Yeah, Mom Polly. Yeah.
Okay. Is she
and her name Polly? That's a cowgirl name.
Yeah.
So is she?
That's a cowgirl name to shoot guns.
She white?
Bro, when I tell you thorough, bro.
Is she white because her percentage?
Bro, she's a white woman, bro. Like when you see her, you
have
never
no black in her at all. Like really, like no kind of.
I won't say that.
So
I won't say that
because
because I know that my family lineage is complex. But one thing I know for sure, that if you was to walk past this woman on the street, you would see her as a white woman, but you would have no idea of her history. Like her history is about as deep as your Earth's history, bro. But more importantly, her children and what they're doing right now and who they've influenced. Like her children, I'm a prodigy of like one of her children. Does
she have black children, white children?
Bro, black. Bro, her husband is black. Fuck. Like,
she's an aunt because
bro. Listen,
you ain't get that. Goddamn.
Listen,
you got me.
She's
I got that when he said it,
bro. She's married to my grandmother's twin, so she's my great aunt, technically. But listen, bro. One thing that I've learned, and the reason why I asked you this question, is because while, yes, I have experienced, there are some people of the less melanated community that have been guilty of some of the most atrocious infractions against us in history.
Humanity.
Like, would literally be considered crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
All people. And they have.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Remember when I was up here talking to you about jobs and shit?
Yeah.
It was a white person who was like, yo, Terrell, I love you, bro. I want you on my team type shit. And gave me a motherfucking position. We ain't have a talk.
Took that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I took it for a number of reasons. Like, they didn't make me feel like they was buying me. Like, they was like, nah, bro, I recognize your value. Come fuck with us.
Listen.
And you told me I've been quiet. Like, the world is not what we have been taught to view it as. Because
it is and it's not. No. There's two sides to that. I think it is and it's not. Life is, all right, they say life is black and white, but there's multiple gray areas.
My nigga, they are working on 5D right now. Fuck black and white. They are literally operating in the world of the fifth. They're working on tapping the fifth dimension. Niggas tap the fourth wall on television all the time. They are talking about tapping the fifth dimension, my brother. Like the shit that we think we know, we have no fucking idea.
I mean, that's most people.
Like,
but that's most people in the world. We think we know all this shit. We listen, we're born in a world and the rules and everything is already set up. It is, right?
Listen,
I'm in this space now trying to escape, right? Where they said, like, when they talked about the Matrix, right? It was like, yo, the Matrix is all lines and shit like that, right? Look around you and see where there's like no lines. And anything that's not a line is like a tree or some shit like that. When the last fucking time you hugged a tree, dog?
Well, that's energy. No,
like
this tree huggers,
no, that's not what I'm saying.
When did
that's
I
not what I'm
haven't
saying.
hugged
And
a tree in a
not
long
physically hugging a tree, but like we are so detached from what like life really is.
No,
bro.
we 100%. The majority of this system, unless you're off the grid somewhere by yourself, getting your own food, planting your own seeds and shit like that, we are systematically fucked. Whether you are white, black, brown, green, everybody's an economical slave. We could say that, right?
I have to answer this question because I think it's one of the most prolific questions I've been asked in my lifetime. That simply, I was raised in Hackensack, New Jersey, and I learned and know and understand that the black man is God. There's no way possible I can harbor in my heart hatred for who the white man ancestors is. When growing up, the white or Italians, whatever, even Italians have mad melanin in them.
Yeah, they do.
So growing up in Hackensack, I don't throw them in the same particular box as the white man.
Is a social construct.
It's construct.
It's not speaking about the Caucasian community.
Right, the Caucasian community. So I was raised with a great balance of knowing who I am. Before I had this revelation of becoming Akbar and don't understand how powerful we are. I was always raised in let's say Cosby Show mentality.
Right.
If you watch the Cosby Show, it wasn't always about blackity black.
No,
it was American family in Brooklyn that cherished their history
and their family.
They were doing the same shit as any American upper middle class. They were very upper middle class. It was a high class. They were upper middle class.
That's right.
Right? They were doing the same thing everybody else was doing, no matter what race it was. They took pride in their ancestors of art.
However,
that's how I feel I was raised.
However,
not so much upper middle class, very project, but my mother and my aunt showed me cultural things, upper echelons, plays,
right.
Really getting dressed, valuing a good suit over the Jordan 2s. That's when I was a kid. The 1s and 2s, like you know what I'm saying. I remember the little speeches. So I said it to say this: I don't have a hatred for what what their ancestors did, right? Because you know what it is.
Yeah,
it's a lot to keep that much hate in your heart.
Do you feel like this generation feels? I think there's a generation that's surprised by how race. And I don't want to say racist because America is built off of racism. Like the whole system is built off of that, right? So no matter what you're doing, there can be a racist outcome of it, but could it be the difference between that and bigotry? More so?
At this point, I pose a counter question.
Word, but it's still the bigotry is the dudes that really, I hate you, nigga. I'm doing that. Like they really on that shit.
So at this point, I pose a counter question though.
Except for black people, we have no oppression power.
Let me speak. I want to say how you approach that because I don't quite understand that question.
Right.
Be realistic. I'm trying to understand that question.
I didn't necessarily understand it, but I understood enough of it to offer a response. Right. My thought process with that is this, right? We was just talking about bullying and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And at some point, you get to the point where you effectively stand up for yourself. You don't necessarily eviscerate the entire scene where you're fighting the bully, but you make sure that the bully no longer fucks with you.
You don't
Right.
raise Junior the guy.
Exactly. My question is, I have seen us, some of us, with a plethora of resources. Gotti just bought Glorilla a car for her birthday, and you know, I see niggas give chains and shit like this all the time. And like just tallying up what we see spent on the internet, not even what goes on behind the scenes, that the transactions that are being made. Why nobody outside of Umar or a celebrity or a regular nigga that we know, Hackensack or Patterson or Inglewood or a Newark or Camden legend, why these niggas ain't the ones? Like, the one thing that we can say about the drug dealers of the 60s and 70s is that these niggas was like owning businesses and like dry cleaners and shit like that. And they was like, and while I'm not in condoning or telling nobody that they should go out there and create or commit no crimes in order to progress your community, I understood at one point in time that trees, their roots have to dig into the dirt in order for their fruit to grow. I got that aspect. But at what point do we continue that on? Like, we've lost some of the most influential people to the culture that would have changed.
We have the celebrities for the most part have the means, right? The majority.
I ain't even talking about celebrities. I'm talking about regular niggas that we know that can pay like that can pay like $10,000 a month rents and be on Instagram with a lavish lifestyle. Nigga, I was just in the Hamptons with some black people that got some paper, bro.
I think I said this before, and I think I get where you're coming from. It's a whole different thing. You're like, why can't we get to a point where we put our money together to build our own infrastructure kind of shit, right? Is that one of the main?
They got to start with our mindset. When do we get into a point, right? We're already in the space of desperation.
Yes.
We are the last on the totem pole in terms of economics.
Yes.
We're on the last of the totem pole in terms of everything, to where we think that this EBT shit is going to send us to the poorhouse. Like, at what point is niggas gonna be like, you know what? Fuck this shit, bro.
Well,
fuck this shit, my nigga. Like, when do we buy the building?
Fair. It's always been that.
Like,
it's always fair, bro.
And that's why I call it.
Niggas bragging about their credit, but what you doing with your good credit?
Because
other than getting a house for yourself.
A house, vacation, shit that funds your particular small cipher. But you can't say that to a motherfucker because if your shit ain't good as his or better,
my nigga,
they gonna say, "Oh, this nigga hating."
I have had niggas tell me,
hating.
I've had niggas tell me, "Oh, here this nigga go on his soapbox again," or "Oh, nigga, what you doing?" Until I bust down my resume, and I'll be like, "Nigga, during COVID, right? I used to wake up at 4 a.m. to go with my moms to the food pantry, dog, to go feed niggas, huh?" You want to talk about how I was the proxy for niggas on the motor vehicle line who couldn't afford or didn't have the physical ability to sit on lines for hours and shit like that. Like, don't question why the fuck I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm talking to you as a nigga who used to be outside, lost in the fucking sauce, thinking that pussy, cars, and drugs was the fucking motivation. Now I'm talking to you as a father, a husband, a fucking taxpayer, and a member of the fucking community, nigga. Like, in an increased effort to ensure that, God forbid, anything happened to me don't happen to somebody that looked like me, is literally changing the way we fucking think. I ain't telling you what you gotta do, nigga, but I'm talking to you about what you should do for the sake of your kids. Because if I raise my kids to be on some shit, on some selfish shit, and your kids approach mine one day, and I teach them to only care about their shit and protect it with everything they got, they might blow your motherfucking head off, bro. And that's not how we are going to.
You might, in your mind, you don't want to come across that with your kids. I understand that.
Which is circling back to my idea of 24 hours of peace sounds insane.
The fact that we have to do it, or the fact
that we got to do it. It sounds insane. I appreciate the fact that all of the organizations that are involved with the 24 hours of peace, the ride for peace, all of the events that are happening nationwide, right? I appreciate your efforts. I'm just simply saying that if you look at the Asian community, If you look at the Jewish community, even though, right, in the Asian community, there are the Yakuza, the Triads, the Red Dragons, there's all of that. Within the Hispanic community,
all
there's
have gangs.
MS-13, there's the
They're not
Nietas,
publicized
there's the Latin
like
King.
that.
Dog, they are still killing niggas.
They're not publicized like that. I'm just
By who, though?
hey,
Who is posting these videos of niggas recording? Who do we hear in the commentary?
you talking about us? Yes, that is true. It's also the media. But the media, when do you see the Yakuza run out on niggas? Unless it's affecting somebody in the American zone that happens.
Let me push the pause button.
I never seen the Yakuza, the MS-13s
look,
get busy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I share
Cartel.
I share.
Yeah, I don't know what the Yakuza.
I share an unpopular opinion about criminality at this point, especially within the black community.
I can tell that. No, I'm just saying.
We are car thieves on a level of criminality.
Oh, like the bottom.
Because technically, right, even if I am not condoning any violence or
me neither.
gang activity in any shape, form, or
Me
fashion.
neither. Me
But I'm
too.
just saying, nigga, if you that smart of a criminal, you're supposed to have niggas in place already to keep that from being publicized.
And I only seen it on Law and Order.
Understand.
I ain't seen it in real life. I don't know. I
the
live in Bergen
motherfuckers that
County.
are that correct in how they move, you're either not going to hear or see about them. You might hear about them on the street level and shit like that, right? But you're not going to. It's not going to be publicized like that. And then the ones that do, either their community or listen. When crime happens in Teaneck, when certain crime happens in Teaneck, and you know this, does it always get publicized?
Why is there crime happening in Teaneck?
Wait, chill, hold on.
Can we ask that question?
Well, there's people there.
Nigga, get the fuck out of it. Yo, bro, that is a sub. All right.
No, I know. Relax.
You asked me why I was quiet, right?
I see.
You know why? But you know,
My nigga.
hold on. You know I can answer that? You know I can
You might need one more.
I can answer that because there are people simply put, without 100 stories. There's people from New York. They come over here.
That's true.
And live.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And then they have, they claim they're the gangster, etc. But in New York City,
It's a honeypot for niggas that come from over there.
in New York City, you was
Right.
not that.
That's right.
So if you happen to run into a real mofo from New York City,
That's right.
now my knowledge is of a lot of particular
All the
teenage
gangsters
beefs.
that was popular in the 70s, 80s, and 90s came out in the Bergen County.
Yeah, Frank Lucas had a house in Teaneck.
Yes.
He
I
had
got
two.
one better for you, bro.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas had 2 houses in Teaneck.
Like I said, you asked me why I've been quiet. Is because, like, while I've been wanting to create content and shit like that, I've been having, like, some beloveds that I can't necessarily put on camera, like, sitting on my couch, like, talking to me and being like, yo, bro, this has been like a therapy session for me. My grandfather told me, right, may he rest in peace. He was like, yo, I'm waiting for the day that you become a reverend, bro. And I'm like,
I can see that.
nah.
But
When
I
he
can
said
see
it,
that.
I was
Preacher,
like, nah.
I can see.
I smoke weed and shit, bro.
That's not-
Ain't
they
nobody
all-
gone.
What you mean?
But I said
They're
that to
burning
say
bushes
this,
in the
bro.
Bible.
That's a fact.
Yo, everything was a
That's
lot
a
of that
fact.
was metaphorical.
What you
man.
mean?
I'm gonna just say though, like at this point, my G, wow, the white community or the Caucasian community, when you hear them talking on the news and they're talking about their life expectancy and how their legacy and their continuance of life is a focus, we are literally on that same brink, because the ones of us who aren't dead are effectively going to be in a place to where we're not employed enough to be able to support our families, to where we're going to be regulated to how many children we're going to be able to have.
Gotcha.
They already talking about that you can only be on EBT for 2 years at maximum. This is what they're proposing before your ass is grass. So what the fuck you going to do? Like, very few of us are telling our young beloveds. We talking about the YNs and shit like that, but I don't see none of the plumbers being like,
I
nah,
hate
I'm
that.
snatching you niggas up, bro. I'm snatching
I'm not-
y'all up this weekend.
I don't subscribe to
Now, if y'all don't do
We had-
shit, then y'all don't do it.
Wait. There was a time when we were coming up where there were figureheads in the community that would try to do
Bro, that was 20-something years ago. How many generations? How many
That
niggas
was
have
20
kids
years
since then?
ago.
I got
If
you.
you know,
You're
you
pressing to the
know.
fire with this because I know where you're getting at. But
20 years
you know
ago.
What? You know what? In order for
If you know, you
talking about
know.
the coming to fruition, you know what's gonna happen?
What's that?
Black people is gonna want to do it. They's gonna want to have to get out of it. And until then, it's gonna be the same shit because niggas is comfortable. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
That's a fact.
Comfortability is what's gonna kill it. Convenience and comfortability will be the death of all people. It's definitely ours.
I'm gonna say this. I'm saddened and I'm thankful at the same time that I went through what I went through with like my close peoples, because it made me operate in a space that like I operate like I don't have no help.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm literally in a space of like necessity. I have a space of like necessity all the time type shit. I hate residing there.
Mm-hmm.
I hate being in a space to where I can't relax because I always feel like I got something to do.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, we got work to do.
I know, but I'm telling you, it's going to start with us. And it has to start with, you got to start small and it spiral out. And people got to want to do it. A lot of times, black folk get stuck on shit that don't really mean nothing.
Don't mean not near nothing.
Like rap beef.
Yeah, but
Don't mean not near nothing.
Even so,
Jim Jones said he's the best ever.
Yeah,
he can rap better than Kumo D. Who cares, bro? We know what is
putting
fact.
words together. We like that,
bro. We know what is fact.
About that? I enjoyed that in different ways because I realized how much rap music is wrestling. Yes. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. Him and Cam made that shit up.
I loved the verses.
That was
I hated the byproduct of the verses.
Yes.
I hated what happened with Jeezy and Guwap. I hated that. I hated that, bro. Because these are both millionaires, my G.
I
hated that, bro. Because I get why, like, you tried to do that, but like, nigga, that's some traumatic shit that will trigger the fuck out of somebody. And it might not have triggered Jizzle, but it might have triggered somebody in the crowd. It might have triggered this nigga brother. Mm-hmm. It might have triggered his cousin.
We're not thinking that far ahead. Like, see, this is the one thing I notice about me. Like, I observe people. Like, this is what I've done. I watch people and I study them. Unbeknownst to them, I study them and I make my observations.
Right.
So a lot of times when people are asking questions, I'm just giving you, it's not going to happen or it is going to happen because it's that and the third. I've done my observations. Now, when I told you it's not going to happen unless black people wanted to, you was like, because you knew that's the core of it.
Yeah.
All these other cultures, whether they want to or not, they do. If they kids don't want to, their parents make them do it, or it's insinuated unless they get Americanized. Black folk, we're so blind to knowing that we try to be just like white folk and don't know it because how they move. White people
being successful trying to be like white people?
No. Not just success.
I know we're not talking about that.
No, not that. You know how they don't get mad when you try to put them in a box? No. White people are out for themselves when it comes to America.
They don't get mad. They sue.
Yeah, but they out for themselves.
They don't get violent. They sue.
Yeah. They have a whole bunch of friends they don't like neither. They might not kill them.
They litigate.
Yeah,
or they just won't fuck with you. Like, they will literally be like, you know what? You're excluded from the social club. You're no longer in the circle of trust. And now the barbecues you're going to hear about.
Yes.
Like, nigga, they're going to kill you if $100 million is on the line and they trying to buy your business and you not selling type shit. Like, they're not going to off you over a fucking empanada, dog.
They might off their wife before they off it.
They are absolutely going to. Bro. Listen.
So morbid.
Bro.
How did we get there?
Bro. Wow. I'm telling you. And all I'm saying is,
I love this shit.
The level of pettiness that we are willing to eradicate each other over. Smallest level of disrespect. Niggas laugh at us on X now. They be like, look at this. Tyrone got disrespected.
Yeah.
And all somebody did was call him nigga. Nigga, that's all it takes is a call. Nigga.
That's the only time. That's the only time you get any black on white crime.
Bro, I get it. Bro, I get it. I'm angry at whatever may may have happened or may have necessarily prevented me from working. But again, talk to black people, right, who complain about their situation and tell them to go get 2 jobs right now, just for the next year to go make their shit better. Be like, yo, don't go buy nothing. Don't go on no vacations.
No,
don't
they gotta
do shit.
stunt.
Just stack your
You gotta
chips
stunt.
for the next 2 years and then quit that part-time job.
Remember
And watch what niggas say to you.
Remember Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous? That's what the phone has made everybody be. Now you ain't nobody if you ain't stunting on there, if you ain't going on a trip every 5 minutes, if you not, bro, that's what the world has become online.
I went on 2 vacations.
And black people as a people, we live too much online than most people, I think.
Bro, I went on 2 vacations and I missed home so much. I went to Jamaica and then went to Mexico.
I thought you said want to go back to Jamaica, though.
I do. I do. That don't mean that I don't want to go back, but I'm telling you, I thought about home so much because my affairs is not fully in order.
Got you.
Vacation ain't vacation for me unless my shit is squared away, bro. I can't go on vacation and be thinking about shit I gotta pay for.
But it is. Vacation, listen, listen, you've been working hard. You've been killing it. And I still got bills, but I got enough money
I'm just different,
for a few days.
I'm gonna have a staycation.
So I could go out there and it make me seem like I'm living out here all
most
my life.
places I want to go.
That's what most people do. They escape from it and they go right back to their bills.
It's a false escape.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
to
why it's
you.
a vacation.
Like,
because if not, you would just be going there for a trip. I'm chilling in the Alps or I'm chilling in the shoreline for a couple months.
The space that I'm in, bro, before I go spend 5 bands to go anywhere.
Before you say that,
Go ahead.
white kids, they go to high school, they go to college for a year. You know what they do? I'm gonna take a year off.
Yeah, they go on sabbatical.
And then I'll go travel the world.
They take sabbatical.
That's not vacation.
That takes sabbatical, bro. It's different though. They got the resources in place that their bills are not a concern.
Yes.
They're not worried about how they're going. They can go back to school whenever they want.
Whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, how am I going to pay for tuition?
They don't think about
so
this.
For the people that can vacation and they have put themselves in positions where they're financially resourceful,
Gotcha.
more power to them. I personally would, before I spend 5 bands on vacation, I might spend a band, stay in a hotel for like a nice hotel locally for a couple days, eat where I want, shit like that. And let me get back to business, bro.
Gotcha.
Like, while I have time, I don't have time. I operate like, not like I'm gonna die tomorrow, but I operate like literally like I'm in the 4th quarter. Just in case I go into overtime, I'm up already.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And if it ain't 4th quarter, we at minimum, we in the middle of the quarter, 3rd quarter. Like, I don't got that much left in the game to make sure that my babies is lit, bro. My wife's father died 20-something years ago, bro. And he made sure that what he put in place, that his wife and his children did not have to turn to another man for nothing, bro. And that's what men do. Nigga said it in Black Panther. He said, men who do not prepare their children for their death have failed them, bro.
Let me zone out a little bit.
I'm going to go over the stuff that I wrote.
Go ahead, bro.
That I had prepared.
I be high, bro. My
This
bad.
nigga don't be high. This nigga come. I'm gonna tell you what it is, nigga. Because you've been here 3-4 times now.
Yeah.
Nigga, he comes here and he knows I give him the straightaway to go.
I'm gonna be real with you. I can't do this on You Think Podcast because I'm the host.
But see,
I can't do that.
I do that though. Look, it's Attention Wars, right? It's Attention Wars podcast, right? Now, of course, I'm promoting myself. I'm promoting the guests. But while I'm talking to the guests, I will insert. No, that's
what I'm saying. I let niggas go on the show.
How can I say that without a pause? I will bring myself in. It was a big pause. That was a big pause. Once I said that word, I was like,
what you said, I was like, yo, we was doing so well, bro. Like, it was yo, that's fucking crazy, bro.
Anyway, like I was saying, I will bring myself into the story where a parallel story to go back. Because all right, bust it. I want it to be casual enough that even if I just met you, we're gonna have something in common to where it's like, oh, I know this type of mode. Like I've been talking to some other. Like I wanted to be like that. I have this, but it's not like. So what's going on? So what are you? I don't want it to be like that. And I think that's a little bit. I think when you're doing your podcast, I think you're so on point on what. Not saying that's robotic. You definitely conversating with your people and shit. But I think you're so pressed on that more than I am. I'm more like I'll get to it, or I'll.
Would you believe?
What?
Would you believe
Go ahead.
that when I interview people, I'll create questions and purposely won't ask them that?
Okay. Oh, so you got rid of them,
bro? A podcast. Separates a podcast from a television show
or a radio
show is the fact that this is a personalized conversation that is recorded.
Yeah.
If we have structure, the authenticity can get lost in it sometimes.
Yeah.
If I'm already prepared for what you're gonna ask me, nigga, I done got in here and told you I used to steal from my mom's and shit. Like, what the fuck you gonna ask me? That's like
we've had the realest conversation.
That's what
here,
bro, and that's what I'm saying.
Why can't you bring that type of aspect a little bit more to what you're doing?
So, the reason why I don't, or I'm in a space where I am venturing to that is because the beloveds that I have on camera aren't necessarily comfortable with being on camera.
Gotcha.
But because of me, they've gotten on camera and they're in a space where they're sharing their story. I didn't know that there's a thing of like podcast beef. You mentioned this before. You got such and such on your show.
It's wilder than the rap beef. Man.
So again, like there's shit that my bro that was just on there, like there's shit that me and him talk about like on a regular basis that we ain't even touch on yet.
Gotcha.
Like relationships and actual parenting and shit, my nigga. Like we could talk about the streets all day. I could talk to you about guns. I can talk to you about going to the range. I can talk to you about my favorite caliber of weapon. I can talk about all of that shit. But how does that contribute to our progression at all? Because one thing that I've noticed, right?
That's what the couch for.
One thing that I noticed is that even as a grown man, when I go to the range, like I like the bang, bang, bang. I like that.
Mm.
And it's because I have that discipline to be like, nigga, this is restricted for the range, or it's restricted for if you need to defend your family, that if I get into a disagreement, I'm like, bro, you got it.
Right.
You're not just thirsty off the bang.
I might want to shoot you, dog, or I might want to violate you. However, the consequence that I'm going to have to pay, because number one, there's cameras everywhere. Yes. And if there's not cameras everywhere, there's somebody watching me. Number two, you do not want to be in a space where you make a permanent decision based off a temporary emotion, bro. And I'm telling you that as a Taurus male who resided in a space where I had my heart on my sleeve more times than none.
I understand.
And niggas had that control over me for a little while where they could say some shit. And I'm like, nigga, what? I'm running around the room and pounding my chest and shit like that. And it's like, yo, dogs, let me tell you something. So the real killers, the real threats are the niggas who sit there and they're like, yo, dog. Really?
Yeah, the quiet ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
You got it. And you're not going to see it coming. You're not going to see
the real ones you got to worry about are who at the functions, who have a drink in their hand and they're not drinking.
They're watching.
Or everybody's doing drugs and they just
watching.
They're engaging, they having conversation, but they still on point. Those are niggas you got to watch out for, bro. That's why I said before, the pussy niggas is the one that'll kill you too.
Yeah.
Faster than a gangster will.
You said something about let's get to what I got here. You said that about emotion. Let's talk about the Rampage son. Raj, what's his name? Raja.
I don't
Jackson.
know his name, but that video was crazy, bro.
Well, did you see the whole thing? Because it was a buildup. Even though he should not have done that at all, I didn't know. Like he had got hit by a can by the other wrestler. The other wrestler was drunk. There's no excuse for what he did.
In the eyes of the law,
he's done.
If you didn't do whatever it was that you were going to do right then and there, and again, it wasn't to the level of
premeditated.
You thought about it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
he not only thought about it, he told his stream.
You're gonna get
he told on himself
for said behavior, bro. And again, I'm gonna tell you something. While I understand why some people need their ass whooped sometimes, it's not on you to decide that at this point, because we reside in a time where people love to sue. And if they don't want to sue you, they'll try to cancel you. And if you got something to live for, nigga, you are Rampage Jackson's son.
But I think that's when you said that how you used to be, it reminded me of when he was on there. He's a very emotional man. Like, he's very emotional. He lives in his father's shadow. He's trying to prove something. He was one of them young dudes. Like, oh, what?
You should have set up a fight then. That was your chance to get a couple $1 million for fighting this nigga. You just lifted a grown-ass man in the air and slammed him and then trampled him. You obviously have the strength in place to do so.
He's in MMA fighter.
We are car thieves on a level of criminality, bro. Like, or just even strategy, my G. Like, we got to learn to play the long game. Everybody else is playing the long game. They're preparing for the death. They're preparing to set their children up. They're setting resources up. Niggas is building underground bunkers. We just existing in shit right now. Like, nigga, we gotta prepare for the long game.
I know.
We have to.
We don't want to.
Nigga,
that's the honest truth.
Fucking cooked.
Yo, let me tell you, niggas want to get fly. Niggas want to get money. Niggas want to flaunt. Niggas want to get
Let's talk about that for a second, right?
Niggas want to get clout. Niggas want to show out on the gram.
Let's talk about that for a second.
This is what niggas want to do.
Because
what did Tupac say? Because that's what niggas do. Like, that's the mind state still.
I have an unpopular opinion about that.
Yeah,
Let's
go
talk
ahead.
about this. So, people who don't necessarily have anything. You good, bro? Oh, okay. People.
He said, "Mad at us."
No, my mind was on some shit I had to do tomorrow.
See how you got it. He's not on vacation. His mind is right now,
bro. We got business to handle.
I understand that.
We got business to handle.
You know what it is too? It's hard because you're the type of person, like, if everything was set up, you'd be ready and willing to go in. If we had some kind of motivation or some kind of movement, would it motivate you more to get on it, or would you still be a little bit, I don't know, or something like that?
My thought process that has adapted to so many areas of my life is this, bro. If I knock my work out right now, I get to play for the rest of the day. I get to do what I want for the rest of the day. If I got like 10 things to do on my list, right? 5 of them are like absolutely pressing matters, and I knock them 5 motherfuckers out before 12 o'clock, my G, PM. Got the rest of the day to organize or do whatever the fuck it is that I gotta do. There's plenty of days I don't want to do shit, but I have to.
I don't know if that's on the mic.
Yeah, that's definitely on the mic. That's definitely on the mic.
I was like, this is gonna be on the mic. You was in your zone, so I was like,
No. You gotta understand, man. I don't smoke like this no
more. Okay.
It's all good, bro.
This shit got me in a
It's all good.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's all right. We almost done. Because we done talked about whole nother shit.
My thought process with this shit is, bro, is that my babies are happy right now. And if I do,
Let me get my mic that way.
Okay.
If I do just a little bit,
there go your nip.
If I do just a little bit more work than I'm currently doing, or like focusing my energy a little bit more, I'm now focusing on my grandchildren, dog. Nigga,
yeah,
that's Black history, nigga. Like, all of the shit that we talking about, all of the system, blah, 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 and the third, dogs. Like, I've seen niggas get car accident settlement checks, $50,000, $60,000 after they pay their lawyer and shit like that. It's not a lot, but you could take 10 and invest that. And in 10 years' time,
that could work.
You got some money to take out, but you just got to pay a couple dollars on them taxes for that. That's free money, bro. Like, we don't talk enough about going to jobs and getting a deposit matches.
We're also not that.
Yeah, exactly. Nigga, sir, not all jobs do this, but jobs that offer 401k plans and like Roth IRAs and shit, bro, they often offer deposit matches. So like for every $5 of your check that you deposit, they'll match another 5%.
Yeah.
Or they'll match 4% and then
Some
match
of them,
50% for the next 2% type shit. But the fact of the matter is, it's free money, bro. This is how other cultures are buying property. This is how other cultures.
We don't know that game. We're not taught that game, and a lot of people ain't going.
We're not even equipped to even play that game. We
Yeah,
can
but
watch the game, but we ain't even got enough chips to sit down at that table.
No, we gotta first come across to learn it, or try to be in the room to absorb it before we could even attempt to play it. And then,
and my point is, ain't nothing stopping us from learning this.
I understand
that game though,
huh?
I said, there's black folks who know that game. It's just not to the masses.
Yeah, it's not to the whole thing. That's why you know that game, right? And there's other motherfuckers that do know that game, but they don't. They either keep it for themselves, they don't, or they be motherfuckers that just don't want to fucking talk about it.
Niggas don't listen to me, bro.
Huh?
Niggas don't listen to me. Unfortunately, like I don't know what I did in my previous life or anything like that.
And when you say niggas don't listen to you, what do you mean by what mind frame are we?
I told you before, I'm an information stealer. Like I go in places and I literally just insert the USB stick and I just
download everything,
and I just go take that shit and I'll go put it on my hard drive and then I'll go give it to other hard drives. Like, the shit that I've been given though, or giving to people, like people don't necessarily like take it into practice or be like, nah, bro, like that was some insightful shit. Like, good looking. And just really apply that shit. Or if they do, they don't never spin the block and be like, yo, bro, that shit was insightful. Like, I think you should tell more people, or they tell more people. I don't give a fuck about the credit at this point. I don't care about the praise or none of that shit. But a lot of the shit that the information I've been given, most times you have to pay for. Financial advisors, business multi-millionaires and shit like that. I just so happen to like rub shoulders with, and like these niggas is just like giving me game, giving me jewels and shit like that. And I'm like giving it to my beloveds that spend time talking about sports. Or talking about who got the best weed, or what the terp packs are, or you know what I'm saying, or the next sneaker that's coming out, or who got the fattest ass, or who's fucking who, or who got diseases, or who getting the most money in the hood. Like, yo, my nigga, that shit doesn't matter, and it's occupying our time for the negative versus the positive.
Gotcha.
That's just it. Like, nigga, all of us got kids. We should absolutely be devoting more time, right, to homeschooling our babies, in addition to what the schools are doing, so that until the schools catch up, we picking up the slack. And I get it. Niggas is gonna be like, yo, but I work and all that shit. But if you can go to the fucking club.
Let me tell you something about just people.
Go ahead, bro.
They always gonna choose an excuse for some shit.
Nigga, and you can't blame nobody else at this point.
I know that. And they always gonna pick an excuse.
I am tired, bro.
I know. And you're
but frustrated. I gotta go sometimes and be with my kids and you gotta sit down.
And you gotta entertain some of the shit that you know that you ain't for.
I praise God that my wife is an educator. If it fucking sucks because as an educator, she doesn't make as much as she should get paid. But the work that she does is invaluable, bro. And it translates to my house also. But not many people are in those spaces. And there's some teachers who are in that space who are just fucking exhausted to where they can't do extracurricular shit neither. They're barely trying to like exist. And to your point about vacations, I personally don't take vacations because of my mindset. I will never tell a teacher that, yo, that brief intermission between June and September that you get, that you shouldn't go enjoy yourself, or that you should then go take your money, because most teachers, unless they're tenured, don't get paid during the summer months. Or unless they work summer school and shit like that, which they then can't go on vacation. So they're taking their own money to go on vacation, and then you're expecting them to take their own money to go buy school supplies. That shit is unfair. That shit is unfair.
I know it's unfair.
And what I'm saying is, for people, right? I don't even have a bag, but for like when I can do, I do. I give away shit. I do all of that.
I see you.
But for niggas driving G-Wagons and shit like that, it ain't gonna hurt you to drop $1,000 and be like, yo, buy some pencils. Or look, I got a wholesale account. Here's pencils.
You ever watched what's it called? Money Never Sleeps. What's it called? They made a sequel to it in the 2000s.
Not Wall Street.
Yes.
Wall Street.
Is it Wall Street with Douglas?
Yeah, Michael Douglas.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was Wall Street. Bro, you know what I'm getting at.
It sucks
It's
that I
greed,
took
bro.
until I got to.
It's greed.
Listen, be that as it may.
I'm just
Why
saying.
don't we take it? Yo, listen. Even if we are in a capitalistic system, there's nothing stopping us from taking advantage of said capitalistic behavior.
You are
also
correct, because
without we invest in capitalistic behavior now.
I know.
In the hood, a nigga can't get more money than you without him being competition, and you got to get him the fuck out of here.
Or you got.
Nigga, that's capitalist behavior, bro.
I know.
Why niggas not invested in the stock market right now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than like
I would have thought more of us would be on that wave, but it seems like we're still on.
We complain about the stock market.
We put money into shit that loses its value as soon as we use it.
All of the shit that money moves the most through, the biggest conduits, the stock market, the textile industry, technology sector, the technological sector, AI and shit like that. We are like bottom feeders in this shit. And these are all sectors that can effectively make us rich. Bro, you trying to, he not used to that. And that's okay. Like, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's the thing with the, between generations and shit too. Like, they got their issues with weed because it's that much stronger.
Yeah.
Like, our tolerance is out of this fucking world,
We're gonna
bro.
take this down a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that could be cut out at that point, but whatever. Like, but the fact of the matter is this, bro. I've been quiet because some days I'm happy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Some days I'm frustrated with the state that we're in terms of like how political science works and shit like that. Like, did you see the shit with like Texas and them talking about redrawing the congressional map and shit like that?
Well, they've fucked with certain sizes of shit with maps before, but I didn't hear this.
So I posted something on my story about it because like I need to verify this further, but it was a gentleman that was up there, a white gentleman that was talking about how basically with the redrawing of the map, the black vote is going to be 1/5. Like, it's going to take 5 black votes to equal 1 white vote in the county. And I was like, does anybody who understands political science, can they verify this? And nobody responded. Not one person on my story responded. And I was just like,
until later on.
And I was just like, damn, they're literally running like experiments across the country. And while we can talk about it's a white and black thing, they are basing it on who owns homes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the taxpayers. The news will make it about race, but what they won't boil it down to is the property owners, bro, and the people that actually have assets or who are engaged in the stock market or who have resources in bank accounts. Instead of complaining about the banks, nigga, like, we know what they do.
Yeah.
We know what they do.
Yeah.
So you're just not, what you gonna do? Store your money in the mattress?
I mean,
and not have it make no money for you, bro? $100,000, right?
Yeah,
if you tuck it in the mattress now, even if it don't ride, even if it doesn't ride,
like that.
Let's say that you put it in a Mylar bag.
You need to keep money moving.
Silica packets.
You're not supposed to hold on to it.
Let's say you put it in your mattress, $100K.
Yeah.
Let's say you put $1 million under your mattress. $1 million today is not going to be $1 million in 10 years.
No, it's not going to be at all.
So if you can make 100,000 off that $1 million by just having it in an institution, why wouldn't you?
That would make more sense, and it would grow the money. It definitely would.
It gives you access to a different level of resources.
I know.
Bro.
I all I will say is, I can't say as black people, because first we have to even. All right, I'm gonna tighten this up.
Okay.
First, we have to come to the point where we're able to communicate and build that into a community, a real community,
right?
Not the so-called black community that they show on the media, because that's what they do, right? So a real community. Black people, we have pockets of communities here and there for the most part, depending on how much value they hold, right? once we're able to build a big enough community, then from that community, we could try to figure out to start putting our money together, investing and building some kind of, structure, for us as far as we need to start small up into a town, but the reason is a lot of fear, a lot of like posts, and I don't know why, because our generation didn't come up in the generation where we got our towns blown up, but we act like
We blew our towns up ourselves.
What are you talking about? Like what towns are you talking about? The older towns? Are you talking?
Who the fuck put a gun to anybody's head and was like, nigga, sell crack?
You're coming up. I'm talking about before that. I know.
Hold up.
You mean who
This
put
is
a
tying
gun?
into your point.
Who put a gun to something?
I am acknowledging, right, the move bombings. I'm acknowledging the other bombings that have happened in addition to Tulsa. I'm acknowledging the burning of towns. I'm acknowledging the lynching. I'm acknowledging all of that shit. What I'm talking about, though, is that brief point in time, right, where we did have a sense of shit after Black Wall Street and all of that shit, and even now to where we're in the space
60s into
bro, the 70s where niggas was driving Cadillacs and all of that other shit. Niggas was selling big heroin.
Yes.
Niggas was selling big heroin, and they weren't allowed to sell heroin in any other community other than the Black community.
No.
And who was the users of said drug?
We were.
Yes, there were white users, but in numbers.
No. We know that yes, they brought it here. We used it. They COINTELPRO'd. They did all that shit. We helped it. I'm never saying that Black folk ain't the actual problem or whatever for the situation, right? You're saying this is what we need to get back to a better point.
I'm about to fuck you up.
Go ahead. To a better point, right? Am I breaking it down to what you're saying, right?
There is no way that we can ask anybody for reparations, and we do not pay reparations to our fucking selves, bro. There is some shit that we have done to ourselves. While I am not placing the blame on us in our entirety.
No. Hold on. We're talking about the same shit going a different way. It's just always what you No. Because I understand that. I understand that as Black people, we did not help the situation, right? We helped the situation to get to the point where we were addicts, we were in poverty. We did not help the situation, right? I know that much. But you don't like where we're at now. And you're saying at what point do we acknowledge this or do we try to fix this? I'm telling you that the reasons why we're stuck could be some kind of reaction to what our parents or grandparents went through or whatever the fuck, and we did not help it out. We should always keep our money in our culture. We should always build. I've always said we should get together and try to restructure this. But then also you said, well, what if this happens and what if that happens? Remember, it's fair. Remember, it was they got this on us and they got that on us if we do that.
What they got on us right now?
If we try to rebuild?
Like real shit. Like what's stopping me, you?
We are stopping each other.
Hold on. And put a attack in that. And I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, we are.
What is stopping any of us as a collective? Not necessarily us, because we ain't necessarily got a whole bunch of money and shit like that. But like, what's stopping any of us as a collective from doing more than what we're doing? Like, who the fuck is going to step in and be like, no, nigga, you can't do that?
No. There can be a person that does that at a point, but we haven't got to that point. And when there is a Negro that does that, they try to showcase that they either try to, let's bring him in and make him a mascot, which Jay-Z is, right?
Complain about an obstacle if you ain't even start the journey,
I
though.
got you. I'm
Like,
not.
my nigga, like, I can't talk about shit that can potentially stop me.
You're coming from a passionate and very like, why the fuck aren't we here doing this now? I'm coming from
a place that, nigga, that I was literally almost in two different kinds of holes. I was almost in a 6-foot hole, and I was almost in an 8x6 cell.
I got you. And
Like,
there should be more motherfuckers that think and want to do the shit that you're talking about. And if they are, they're quiet, right? Or they just don't want no source, right?
niggas figured out the new lick is community service too. Oh, did I call y'all out? My bad. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, the new lick is the 501c3 shit, bro. Like, niggas is taking like the community works and taking advantage of the communities, bro. There's no reason why that all of these niggas that is getting this money from these state agencies and shit like that, or getting money for sponsorships or getting all of these checks for public speaking and shit like that, that y'all niggas ain't got a building yet. Maybe I might have made some enemies just now. I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You mad at me because I called out some real shit. Let me be that person in that position of influence and having resources, and I don't do the work that I'm talking about. You would have the same thing to say about me. So I don't give a fuck. And if the shoe fits, walk that motherfucker off, bro.
All right, this is how we're going to cap this off right here.
Damn, my bad, bro.
No. It's just, I already know.
I ain't need to make your shit like, you know what I'm saying? You might have to chop the fuck out.
I'm gonna have to edit this shit. You know, when you come to the
my bad, son.
It's all good. What? And this is the question for you to cap this off.
Okay.
I know what your issues are with the people that you love so much, right? And I'm not going to ask you what we could do because you've told us time and time again what we should, what we could, what we really should be on right now. But what do you expect of yourself in the next year? Because you have to start with you first before we go.
I expect that the platform that I'm building with You Think Podcast is going to be more of a tool or an instrument to touch some of my beloveds that I know and that I don't know that are fucking battling with some of the same shit that I am, that are conflicted with, you know, just life, with learning how to deal with heartbreak, with learning how to deal with marriage and life. And
you approach the way you talk and the way you're so fast, you approach it like you literally was a vet out of a war,
nigga.
That's how you approach. No, I'm ready to breaking it down,
bro. I swear to God, I feel like it. I'm telling you, I've been on both sides. Like, from a relationship standpoint, I've been on both sides. I've been cheated on and I've cheated. I've had some of the worst shit done to me and I've taken advantage of women.
Yeah.
We can talk about the lusty side of me and why my oldest son is a product of my lustiness, not calling my son a mistake because he was the catalyst of this thought process.
Got you.
But like,
when your son came, you started thinking different or getting on to a different point where it's not just all about you.
And my thought process when that happened is, how do I prevent any of my little cousins, my nephews, my sons, effectively from getting to a point to where they're at 21 years of age and they have their first child before they even experience what the fuck the world has to offer.
So what you think podcast, and I know you're very like, I'm getting a specific, you always start with your people, but I know when we talked, you were very like specific on who you talk to.
Right.
And I told you, I am too, but I could talk to anybody and make and find the core within that conversation, even if it's on some giggly person. Like, I had some people on here that people were like, but still in the corner, I could get some real shit out of that individual. Right. So what you think, right? What do you want the catalyst to be for that platform in the future?
So I do want to incorporate more women. I want to bring more women on.
Definitely.
I want to bring more of the youth on too. But the reason why I have been so selective with who I've been talking to is because a lot of people around me are doing the same thing that I'm doing, and they're creating content, like just creating content. And while I can do that, like somebody in jail told me that my voice, like they closed their eyes one time and was just listening to me speak, and it was like, yo, bro, your voice is like powerful. So I make
You
it so.
you have one of those voices.
Thank you, bro.
That when I heard it, I was like, why isn't nobody else listening to this guy?
There's a story about a beloved in the Bible who did not take advantage of the gifts that God gave him, and God took them from him. So I'm making sure that when I speak now, especially because people see the presentation and I'm judged on that before anything, I'm making sure when I speak that I got something worth saying. A lot of times that I'm on, that I do want to record and shit like that, like I'm still in my own feelings and I got to process and work through that first before I give it to y'all. I can't do that.
And this is the difference, because I've always tried to be an individual that would try to have this shit set up and this shit and present myself. And every time I did, it wouldn't go the right way. And I would always get on myself about that. What happened with me is I stopped trying to be somebody that I'm not.
Right.
I'm not the super duper book smart dude,
right?
But I'm not the super duper dumb individual. I'm not the. I was raised. I came up with individuals that we reading, we researching. All the people he know, I came up with. We talking about it. So even if I didn't read all the books, I talked about it. We conversation. I thought about it. I was RC with this and that. So I'm in a little mid-level where I sit back and I observe people and I structure my observations and I come to them with it, and that sparks the conversation. A lot of people think that it took a while for people to know how intelligent I actually am when it comes to the shit that I present. But I've always been a creative mind, so I've always thought out of the box when people wanted me to be in the box.
So I found my issue to be too, like, and this is something that I'm working on. Like, I am escaping the space of being an introvert.
Yes, you're a fully introvert.
For a long time, bro, I had to do so much work on myself that, like, I got so accustomed, especially when, like, I was going through, like, my differences with my family or, like, fake ass disagreements with, like, people I thought were friends. It was easier for me to just be like, yo, fuck it, I'm by myself, bro.
What media person do you look that you see and be like, I fuck with that? Well, this is one of the first media. It don't have to be a podcast. It could just be a media individual, just anybody in the
that I like how they overall like present themselves, like the overall passion. Right now, I like John Hope Bryant, bro.
John Hope Bryant.
I like the way that while he may be talking to people in a space where it's kind of like, bro, you got some work to do, it's not as brash as maybe my delivery is, because I'm not for everybody. And that's something that I'm working on too. For me to be in a media space, I have to be palatable.
Do you feel like people think you talk down on them?
No, I just know that my passion sometimes can be misinterpreted for aggression with the wrong crowd. I know that unless you know me, like, you don't know that, you know, most times I'm harmless. You know, I might be extra and energetic. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean you any harm. It's just that I believe this much in what I'm talking about that I'm like, yo, bro, I don't see why this ain't possible.
I want to ask you something else since we're getting to it.
Yes,
we could knock these out and go about our business. Gaming. No, it was the gaming thing.
Right.
Now, you and Rennie, I seen you some gaming thing, and I forgot that you're a gamer. Like, this is something that we really don't talk about.
Yeah.
So let's bring it to that where it's not so as about it. But what's your love for gaming?
Like,
I was a video game head as a kid, and everybody thought I was going to be a gamer like that. But after a while, it got too real. Certain games got too real. I was like,
you want to hear some real shit, bro?
Go ahead. Yeah, no mention.
I've been gaming since Atari. That's 5200.
No, I had Atari, so
I've been gaming since Atari, bro. Gotcha. I had Sega Master System. I had Sega Genesis. Yeah,
Part 2, 1.
Yeah, yeah. I had Nintendo. I had like, bro, I've been gaming. You said something about like trying to like get away from the aspect of it, right?
Does that help you somewhat?
I'm in a rough space because as a dad and as a husband, like I want a game, but I feel guilty sometimes because like I'll play the game for like 20, 30 minutes, but I'll hear like where I can be effective in the house. And like, I kind of feel good, even though my wife would be like, yo, go play the game. Like I got this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, or I got something else to do. I'm hard on myself, bro. I'm fucking hard on myself. I know.
You are,
but
I can't say I'm not in the position that you're in, so I can't say that because I might be in the same position. Like fuck it, because just a couple months ago, I was depressed. I didn't give a fuck about shit. I gained weight. I didn't care about shit. I was just here. I felt like I had nothing to offer and couldn't do anything. I couldn't do what I love doing, so I was just in a zone. So I can understand how that could affect you. So I'm just saying. And I've been a person that's been been heavy on myself about that. Like, you gotta ease it a little bit. You think about this, brother. You a black man in America. Those that the odds aren't always good for you. You made it through the street life. You made it through all these words I can't say, perseverance and shit like that. And you got a family, got a beautiful wife. You got a family. You know what I mean? You're taking care of them. And your gripes is, I wanna play this game, but I might be more effective. Like, think about the shit you're thinking about. The normal, not just the normal black man, the normal man. Just think about that. Like, they be like, I got some spare time. I'm in the man cave. I'm gonna play my game. And what's going on? Oh, they crying. Babe, you got that? Like, that's the mind state.
Right.
But you're like, you feel guilty.
I'm in a space that I gotta make it no matter fucking what, bro.
You want it.
No matter what the fuck is in front of me, I'm going to kick that motherfucking door down, bro.
You was on here telling me I felt like I was shit. You're good enough, bro. You don't have to be that much bad on yourself, man.
Nah, I'm not.
No, but you are subconsciously. I'm breaking.
I know that I'm hard on myself. Bro. I know that the metric that I have set for what I think is like, damn, Terrell, good job.
I think you think that you're surprised you made it to this point.
1,000%. Every day.
It feel like you owe.
Bro, I do owe. I owe God. I absolutely owe.
Okay, so when you look in the mirror and you
talk, child, yes, I do. I am in debt.
When you look in the mirror and you talk to God, you talk to him about what you owe, and you go out and proceed to do what you have to do as a man and continue on, and don't carry that heavy load. Ease on down the motherfucking road.
Nah, that's real.
Ease on down the motherfucking road.
That's
Stop
real
that shit.
shit.
You came here. I didn't get to none of this shit, and that's fine. I ain't get to none of this shit.
That's crazy, bro.
But that's fine. You came in here like a man on a mission. This nigga smoked some weed and fell asleep.
Oh shit, you got Cracker Barrel up there,
bro. I had everything ready to go for all of you. Nigga.
Yo,
that, nigga.
Wait. Who is that?
I had the comedian that got killed.
I see you got titties up there, boy.
Oh, I said old white women still have titties because
when they lose titties.
No, because
they the queen of titties.
What you talking about?
Woke up to say that.
That's listen. Let me tell you something. If you know white women for anything, bro, you know that they are they can be
Jamie
quite
Foxx
busty.
was promoting the Freakier Friday movie, and her promotion, she made it a thing to showcase her cleavage, which she don't normally do. But she always had big.
Jamie Lee Curtis has always had a phenomenal set of breasts.
True Lies.
However, True Lies.
Yeah,
Trading Places. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Listen,
but True Lies is my
I just didn't like Jamie Lee Curtis when she was like, they need to take Kanye kids from him.
Oh yeah,
that's the only part. I was like, yo, bro. Yeah, but Jamie Lee Curtis has always had phenomenal breasts, and I mean that respectfully. And I'm not attempting to objectify women, but she's objectified herself. When
you know, that reminds me of that Dave Chappelle skit when he was like, New York Center.
Listen, that is one of my favorites. It's like, my. That is a great set of New York boobs. Rubber Bumpski.
That was classic.
Yo, Dave Chappelle. Yo, dogs, we will never, ever get nothing like the Chappelle show again. The Richard Pryor show was funny.
It didn't have enough time. It didn't have enough time to really do what it did.
Listen, in the short time that it was,
Yeah.
that shit was funny.
Yeah.
Let Mojo Heal It was funny as fuck, bro. When he was the witch doctor, that was hilarious. But Dave Chappelle and what he did with that show in those 2 seasons, bro, it was. We know how amazing it was because it almost drove him crazy.
Yeah, I was at one of them. I went to the episode where they filmed the niggers. Remember that shit? I seen the first 2 episodes. I seen the second season. I went there. I seen that, and then in between it, this one it was on 106 in Park, where 106 in Park was at originally. They had it at that theater, and they had mad comedians come in between. The shit is funny,
Right.
Like if they take the whole shit,
Right.
shit crazy, but
Right.
Yeah, I seen all that shit. That shit was fucking.
Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Bergen County legend too.
What the fuck else you had on there?
Bro,
You might have to part 2 this shit, bro.
The nigga, I told you.
You're gonna have to crop the camera.
I got
and
the
make
church.
sure
I
you're
got
not
the
sleeping.
church. I got the church mass shooting that just happened.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I got some.
But
I
that
got some.
beat still going on. It's diabolical.
I don't know why.
I got wild shit to tell you about.
I got an
don't know.
unpopular opinion about the churches at this point, because at this point you should have armed security at the door like you have ushers. There's no way that at this point.
Well, some people don't have it because they feel they don't need it.
Where did this happen? Where did the church shooting happen?
No. It was a Catholic school,
Okay.
and the school just came back for the first day. They had morning mass, and the guy supposedly came up and shot into the church while they were kneeling in the pews. 2 kids died. 17 supposedly.
You asked me, how does all of this shit change? You want to know how racism, you want to know how classism, you want to know how sexism and the murder and the kidnapping of our babies and all of this shit stops? By just focusing on saving the babies. If we all like turn into Sally Struthers and worried about our babies and making sure that all of our babies coexisted and flourished properly, racism and shit like that wouldn't exist, because children inherently play with each other no matter what color they are.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to focus on that, but it's the mind state of the prior, lineage.
They still ain't released the Epstein files.
I don't even
they
know
doing
that
all
shit.
of this.
I don't think that shit exists anymore. If it ever
Listen,
did,
they burnt that shit.
Yeah, that shit.
They burnt it to the ground. Once they figured out who was going to go down and who was going to pay or who was going to whatever, it didn't happen. And like I'm saying, at this point, bro,
yeah, they got the Cracker Barrel thing was really
was performative.
Well, the white people got mad at that, and
It's
it's like bring the old grandpa back.
Like niggas is really mad. Black people are mad too about going to a place called Cracker Barrel. And don't get it twisted. I've been to Cracker Barrel. The food is decent. It's not to write home
It's
about.
weird because that barrels of laughs come from us having the laugh in the barrel when we were slaves,
bro.
And then name the shit Cracker Barrel is a weird way.
It's even weirder that we as black people are talking about how much effect we had on Target, but we talking about Cracker Barrel and them changing the logo. Like, dog, what are we doing?
Well, I heard that
Target
Target is going down though. Like as far as numbers, I heard that. I go to Target. I had no issue with Target.
Bro.
Listen, I tell people every establishment in America has racism in it. You can't everything. The cotton we fucking wear, like everything has.
I'm
racism
gonna be real with you too, though, bro. As I get older, I don't like nigga behavior.
And on that, we're gonna cut it.
Nah, bro. Like I'm telling you, like the shit that we fell in love with about the culture, we don't benefit from. Right?
We took everything
all
that was
of the negative aspects of
we
the
took
culture.
everything that was generally negative.
Bro, it's 2025
We
and
made
niggas is
it
still selling
popular.
crack.
Yeah.
Like
if it don't break, don't.
bro, it is 2025, and there are black people that are still effectively and knowingly selling crack and fentanyl to their own people, bro.
Yes.
Not saying that it would be okay to sell it to anybody else, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is that some of these people that are doing said behaviors are so smart that they could be running businesses. They could be literally running Fortune 500 companies.
Want to.
The niggas gotta go. The niggas gotta go, bro. Like, at this point, like, you in the fucking way, bro, of our progression. If you are on some shit, right, to where you're putting fentanyl in the same places where our babies are supposed to go for 8 hours for daycare, my nigga, and your response to this, right, when niggas bring it up, like, even if a street nigga is like, yo, my G, listen, I've known you for you seen me do and I've seen you do but listen, I ain't telling you how to get your money, but this shit is negatively affecting us.
Remember that scene in Notorious when
I don't remember what he's
that scene in Notorious when he was like, yo, that's so and so. He was like, oh, word? She on this shit. He's like, yeah, yo, she pregnant. And he went and sold it to her. Right? And then it was a thought process because his man was like, nah. He's like, fuck that. She wanted. That is the mind state. It's all about the almighty dollar.
So at that point,
yeah,
who do we blame? Can we accurately blame racism or the system or anything else like that? When again, this ain't 1995. This ain't 1985. This ain't 1975.
It feels like it's 1965 if you want to ask me.
Listen,
but I might just be a weirdo with that.
Let me ask you a question. And nobody can really accurately answer this for me. And I'm telling you, this might end up being a part 2. I ain't got nowhere to be right now. I ain't got to be to work until later.
I gotta,
but you might have to. Yeah. But look, I'm gonna say this. What is stopping us from doing anything? Like, what are we prohibited from doing right now?
Me this, and I've said,
nobody?
It's us. We the only component that stops us until another wall comes in front of us. We're the main component.
So the
thing is, we use these other excuses and walls to say, this is why I'm not doing this, or this is why you never really hear black people just randomly hurting or killing white people in this day and age like that.
I don't even want to necessarily hear that, because that's going to be counterproductive too.
No.
Killing white people is not going to solve shit.
I know. You know why? Because black people, the nigga mind state is more comfortable with killing niggas than ever hurting someone that's in the white thing.
I wonder how many people that are actually out there sliding this shit on other people that look like them recognize how they are effectively furthering gentrification and shit like that on so many levels.
They're not thinking that far.
For people that might be employed,
I always say people don't think past they know. Like, they're stuck right there on that one point. They're not looking back at the whole thing. When you get a chance to look back at the whole thing, you see how everything's fucked up. Now, if you want to go back to that detail and stay there, that means that's where you want to be. Most black people are stuck on that detail where they want to be. I'm just saying.
A neighboring city that I live near, I just so happened to be driving past today, and I saw them. Like, matter of fact, I'm lying to you. That's something else. My wife tells me how she's driving past a gas station in a neighboring city, and she sees like a certain group of people. I'm not going to specify, but she sees them out there just standing there.
And she profiled them.
Mad out of place. They obviously don't live around there, but they're looking at the properties around there. And
I think I know what kind of people you may be referring to.
They're not us. I will say that. So that leaves it up to interpretation. They could be Venusian for that matter. The fact of the matter is they're not us. They, in addition to them scoping out new locations, have currently built a number of luxury apartments around us that you have to make a certain amount of money to even be considered to live there. I don't know at what point do we look up and be like, nigga, what the fuck? And that's just it. And we'll save this for another time. I know our conversations Don't never go. That's why I said what I said about the podcast, though, bro, because it's supposed to simply be a recorded conversation.
No. Even when you're not here, you know, I'll come in the podcast. There'll be a whole nother conversation before I even get started.
Right.
And then I just have that so I could go through certain things that I don't want to forget. Shit, I want to talk about shit like that. But we already know that. We already know the pod games and shit
bro,
like that.
I've had some people that I would have never expected sit down with me and like talk to me and just like have this type of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't even posted some of these interviews yet.
So you got shit.
I got shit.
Okay.
I just, because of them not necessarily being prepared to release that, I get it. And also too, like they've literally called me afterwards and be like, yo, Rel, this was like a therapy session, bro.
I'm waiting to get on your podcast, man. I haven't been on it. I haven't been on it yet.
Whenever, my G, you know you always welcome, bro. Yo, you should pull up. 24 hours a piece. Me and Pops are actually
what day?
September 5th and 6th. For 24 hours.
Wait. What days are those?
I think that's Friday and Saturday. Or I think a Thursday and Friday. I forget. But whatever
maybe
day
the
that
Friday I can make it. One of those days.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Just pop out for a little hot second. Like
I'll definitely.
We're attempting to
shout
stream
out to
for
Pops, man.
Yeah, shout out to Pops.
Shout out to everybody in Newark doing their thing, man.
We attempting to stream for 24 hours, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it would be dope if you pull up and
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Especially pull up on some of the youngins that we working with, bro, so that they can see another content creator and a successful podcaster who knows what they're doing so that you can get them some game. Bro, like when Pops introduced me to these young people, right? And he's like, yo, I'm working with them and, you know, I just want to do this and the third, bro. He turned the camera on them and the room is like shining with their fucking aura. And I'm like, yo, I don't know if y'all even see this.
You can see it already.
Like, bro.
But they don't see it just yet?
My nigga, they don't see it yet. Because
that's okay. They have time. It's time.
Bro. Not really. Because these traps is designed to ensnare them from youth.
I got you. And they probably they could be in between shit. Understandably so.
Donald Trump is talking about bringing the death penalty back to DC. And, you know, I get it for anybody that's murdering niggas like dogs, you kind of playing with fire. But, like, this is what we're effectively up against, bro.
What's going to happen is he's going to bring it back. You know, in a weird way, I don't like bringing that up.
What's going to end up happening is that on the smallest scale, the smallest infraction is going to bring some of the harshest penalties based on geographic location.
This is true.
If it's certain areas, if they looking at these zones and you commit this crime here versus committing it out of this radius,
will be a big crime offense.
Bro,
yes.
Some of the most minor infractions might lead you to a year in jail. Yes. Can you afford a year can you afford to lock yourself in that room for 1 calendar year and not handle none of your responsibilities?
Oh, no.
Or not talk to your mom, or only talk to her through the door, or talk to your children through, you know what I'm saying? That the smallest amount of time is enough to like deter us so much. And we got to get out of thinking about like, oh, nah, it's just a year in jail and ain't no thing.
Well, that's the mindset that a lot of motherfuckers.
We got to get out that shit, bro.
But on that point, it was another entertaining, educational, passionate podcast.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
with
sir.
Two of my favorite people here. You know what I mean? I got my passionate brother over here, Mr. Hughes.
Yo.
Coming with the news. Feel me?
Passion come from experience.
That's right. You think podcast tapping. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you tell them everything you need to know right now.
Yeah, man. You can catch me on YouTube. At You Think Podcast.
But make sure they know how to find the You Think.
Yes, it's YOUTHNK podcast.
No I. There's no I in that team.
There's no I at all. Now, the funny shit is I purposely took that shit out of there. No vowels at all. It's no I and nothing.
No vowel. Oh, no. So was there a point for that? Or you just wanted to be... Because remember when I first looked for it, I was like, bro, I can't find your shit. What's going on? He's like, oh, it's spelled this way.
Because it's spelled You Think Podcast. Because there's a...
something closer to that.
There's like Think Media or some shit like that. And I don't never want them to think like, oh, well, he's... No. This ain't that. And this is also why, again, like, I could post a lot of shit, bro. A lot of just quick little thoughts and salacious material or some shit to have people talking. but like, I don't want to tarnish this brand, and I don't want to do anything with the trust that people are
Now,
giving
this is
me.
what I'm going to tell you. You can't tarnish something that ain't a brand at this point.
I mean, nigga, I am a brand.
No, you are a brand.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
listen to me.
and it's bigger than the podcast, though, too.
But listen to me. As a person, because you're talking to somebody that I've been around individuals thinking like this, right? It's not taking away from how you want to present it. I'm telling you, you are a brand. But you need the people to know that you are a brand.
That's a fact.
Right? And if you're not putting it there where they can say, oh, this is what it is, work, put it there. Don't tarnish it. Put what's good out of what you got. Let that build. You're talking to somebody that's been doing it for 5 years straight.
Right.
And I could tell the difference from when I'm putting out material, from when I stop putting out material, the effects, and I'll have silly shit here and there, but you always know, and you told me this, like, yo, you got some shit.
That's right.
And I look for, like, what's going to encapsulate that in that minute or so that I could bring the people and that could drive it up.
That's
I'm
fact.
telling you.
That's a
Don't
fact.
get stuck on, it's so this.
That's right.
I'm telling you, brother, I live with that.
That's right.
My nigga, that's the reason why my so-called, I ain't gonna say that's why, well, to me, that's the reason why my so-called hip-hop ventures kind of got still.
And see, that's where I find, like, I'm trying to escape the space of being like, yo, honestly, I
Hip-hop.
really don't give a fuck, because I love hip-hop, but I don't want to
You don't
be
have to
on
be,
the hip-hop
you don't
scene.
have to be, you don't have to be whatchamacallit as a hip. First of all, they see you black, they're gonna probably think you're urban, or if you have urban people on there, and you interviewed Raekwon, like you sat with Ray, you talked to him.
Shout out to the chef.
Yeah, shout out to the chef, shout out to Woo, you know what it is. Shout out to Ray, shout out to Ghost, new album's out. Go get that.
For sure.
You sat with him. You sat with individuals that have lineage to hip hop and shit like that. So you'll probably get put in that scope at first.
Right.
But it depends on what you do. But then we can't look at it as a negative thing. Out of all the things that we have created, hip hop, at least, even though we still aren't in the space we should be, got a lot of us into positions where we could have been in a worse situation, not staying there, depending on. I'm not trying to say what is good and bad out of it.
No, I don't take that from that. What, just to elaborate a little bit, right? And that's why I prefaced by saying, like, I love hip hop. However, I don't like what hip hop has evolved to in terms of the competitiveness and just even the face of it. Because when I look around, even when I've interviewed some beloveds, like, the people we had to answer to didn't look like us.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes it hard to be true to the art.
I'm gonna tell you this,
It makes it hard, bro.
Trust your gut. Trust yourself.
And I'm telling you, my gut is telling me not to fuck with these niggas, bro.
Okay.
My gut is telling me not to fuck with a lot of these niggas, bro. I swear to God. Number one, because, pardon me. Number one, because, nah, it's not even lit.
Oh, okay.
Number one, right? People don't want to see you do better than them. And niggas see my passion and how that bleeds through. And I make enemies before I even walk in the room, dog.
Bro, what I tell you? This motherfucker's talking about me right now. I
Nah,
ain't
that's a
say
fact.
their name at all. It could be negative. Thank you. Keep my name in your fucking mouth. Thanks for the promo. I think I look at I come from that. What works marketing? What works promotion? How can I get out there? I've always tried to find some way to latch on to keep it. Now I got your eyes. It's all about keeping the motherfuckers.
My problem is that I hate the gimmick with marketing. And I gotta escape that.
I got you, but bro, we live in this.
I gotta
capitalist.
escape it.
Whatchamacallit. You need to.
No, that's a fact.
And let's be clear. You might be more in tune to. This is how I want to set it up. You might need somebody in the cut, like, yo, this is how we're going to market it. This is how we're going to.
I
You
think
might
that's
need
accurate.
that because I can see that I'm so used to having to build shit by myself. I had to make beats because no one gave me beats.
Right.
I had to learn how to do that, take that, build on that, went to beat battles, got better, started producing, took my shit to Harlem, met niggas out there, put out records. Like, I had to learn, like, no one's going to do this for myself.
That's right.
So I use all my creative ideas and mindsets and senses to be like, all right, I just did that tension baller shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Bro, we've been balling,
like,
and I ain't been recording like, yo, this shit is some, we going through it, I'm arguing. I'm like, nah, I'm putting up my camera. At first, they wasn't sure. They was like, you sure this live? That's why it was like, live ain't good. Look, we did it. And then when we were playing the game, anytime there was a call, check the tape. So we go back and check the tape, right? We go back. So now it even works. So now I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to put it out as an episode, but I'll put out the little trip. Once I clipped that together, I had to learn how to edit. Like,
right.
Editing takes patience like a motherfucker.
I'm impatient as fuck.
Once you find an app, like, I just found an app that works with me. Once you find an app that fucking works, yo, you could use all of these little things and you'll be surprised. Niggas be like, yo, who did this? I did this at home.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
You gotta have that same passion you got for your people and where you want niggas to be, you gotta use that passion. Like, I need to be here too. I gotta show the youngins too.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
I gotta get in a space where I can hire somebody for marketing because
if that's not you, then yes.
I'm wearing too many hats already.
Yeah.
I'm executive producer behind the screen.
And honestly,
I'm the
I don't need
cameraman.
to be doing all this.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping this moving. I'm doing 90% of everything here, so I'm gonna make sure it keeps going.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Until I could get somebody. There's people that come in and go, oh, I fuck what you're doing. Da, 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 da. I told the fucking Al Scratch. I was like, yo, I do all this shit myself. He's like, oh, fuck with your shit.
Wait, then come around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
He's trying to set that up now. Trying to set that up now.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, brother.
The funny shit is that people actually, when they call themselves trying to roast me, they say I look like him. Because I'm always with the 40s on. Shout out to Al. Crazy. Shout out to
Al Scratch. Yeah.
They were like, nah, they were
the 40s on them.
They were like,
I see the
40s on.
But I'm just saying, bro, but time is now, bro.
You're right.
Time is now.
You ain't lying.
And I understand, like, when I was down, what you told me.
You know, it's funny that you said that because, like, literally last night I'm laying in the bed and I was like, yo, there's how many days left in the year? And I was like, yo, you got to execute because 2026
fall is the perfect time.
2026 don't necessarily guarantee it's going to be a year.
Fall is the perfect time. Put that hoodie down, get to it.
That's a fact.
Get to it, man. I do the most work in the fall. Summertime be too hot. I'll be in the house. I'll be like,
That's my shit too, bro. I hate being in the heat, my nigga. Like, get that shit away from me, bro. I come out when the sun go down.
Hell
and by then, everybody had a barbecue or they, you know what I mean? And also too, so I got to get back into the space of just recording by myself.
Bro, get this.
Because I've had motherfuckers flaking on me, like people that I've had lined up and they just like flaked on me. And I'm like,
look. It happens.
Yeah, it's cool.
They didn't flake on me. Something happened. But look, what's the best thing you want to do?
Yeah.
Don't get mad at it. Don't take it personal.
I don't.
It's a business now.
You gotta think of it like
for sure. The show keeps going, bro.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That's what it is.
I appreciate you for that because that's real.
Co-host, original, my brother.
I'm sleeping.
He's sleeping.
That was a good power nap.
You know what I mean? Power nap.
And he wasn't sleeping. I saw him. He like when we were saying certain shit, he was like,
yeah, he was up. I want to thank my co-host, one of my original co-hosts, special guests. I want to thank Mr. Hughes. I want to thank Newman. You know what I mean? I want to thank all the people that are here listening and that's watching. You, the reason why I keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Shout out for the good positive energy I'm hearing in the streets when it comes to the podcast. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to keep giving you the work, man. That's what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? Like I always say, this is the unstoppable, almighty AWP Attention Horse podcast. Content whore himself. You know what I mean? Wearing my Kobe colors. And That's it. Another great episode. What happened?
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
just
That's
say
another
it now.
episode, bro.
No, just say one thing.
I almost like really like looked into the Kobe situation, like the rape case, because I like saw something on X that like brought something to discovery, and I never knew that Kobe wrote like an apology to old girl.
Oh, word. I'm gonna look into that, then.
Bro.
It's crazy. We're gonna keep it at that.
Oh my God, bro.
One.
Like,
all right. With that being said, fuck it.
Yo, my nigga, like, I didn't know that shit about Kobe, though, nigga. Like, I was like, wait, what? No way.